Okay. Hopefully everybody had a good week. It's the longest week, maybe in my whole life. I don't know. Definitely feels like the longest week I've had in a long time. But here we are, Sunday evening. Time for some Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so it is the last game of the year. So we'll go ahead and do like a year-end bonus. So everybody that, if you don't have DM inspiration, take DM inspiration. Try to finish the year strong. If you hold on to it till next year, that's totally up to you. It's your business. So, that being said, there's no incentive for you guys to sum up last session, so I'll just sum it up for you to kind of speed things up a little bit. Last session, wow. You finished up your job in the mines. You went to the dwarves. You received your compensation for that. You took care of some business around town, some fantasy shopping at Fantasy Joachim's Quartermasters. While your dreams come true, got a deal for you. All that good stuff. Some of you met with patrons, NPCs. One of you dealt with house guests. Yeah, there was a lot going on last session. It was pretty good session. A lot of role playing. I really enjoyed it. In the end, you hopped on your ship, the Indecisive, and you set sail to track down this derelict ship, knowing that there was a rival ship or pirate, if we're going to just be honest, who was also en route to the same destination, Karina of the Bones, or also known as the Bone Maiden. So a necromancer pirate was on her way. So, yeah, hopefully you can get there first and take care of business before she gets there. Your goal is, of course, the acquisition of 2 items from the ship. According to the person that hired you, nothing else matters. Not interested in salvaging the ship itself, just wants those 2 things from the ship. If you can bring those 2 things back successfully, you will be paid 10,000 gold pieces, which seems like a pretty decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I don't think did I miss anything, or was that pretty much where we're at? Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So with that, let's jump on over to the ship and just kind of jump into this thing. All right. So back over at the Indecisive, let's get rid of this beautiful artwork right here.
Oh, I forgot about the your little pink lady. It was very nice.
Yeah. So off in the distance, spoopy ship waiting for you. And I believe, let's see. Yeah, you guys arrived right after dark was the timing of this, because isn't that perfect to just show up at a spooky ship at nighttime? All right. So if that is the case, how do you guys wish to proceed?
Just so everybody is aware, I have water walk, so if we get close enough, I can just cast water walk ritual, and we can just walk over there. And I actually had a question, Crash. Like, I know locate object, it says if you can describe or name an object that is familiar to you, would the chest that he described and the items that they described to us, would that be enough to use locate object off of?
I mean, you can certainly try. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I think we're probably all in agreement that, and I think Toothless would say, like, and I think we've talked about this, but we obviously need to be quick and fast and get everyone off ASAP. So let's, I mean, I liked Illyria's, like, pass without trace suggestion. I thought that was good. So I'd be up for that, but, whatever, I'm sure we can do lots of different things.
Yeah. I also have Speak with Dead as well, just in case that might help us out.
mean, well, I do kind of like the idea of walking on water and passing silently, but like I said, if you all have other ideas,
I think we might still need to bring the jolly boat. The
to
lockbox
get
sounds
back.
like it was heavy. Extremely heavy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's do that too. Can a jolly boat walk on water?
It
I
does
don't know.
for
You
free.
have to
But
roll.
by its nature, yeah, it cannot walk, but it does go on water. It's like a riddle.
It can't swim is
So-
the problem.
I'm
All
just
right,
gonna
so
I'm just
And
gonna cast
dive.
it. It lasts an hour. If we use it, we don't. But it's ritual cast. I don't have to.
Oh really?
burn
Yeah,
a slot.
we can pull the jolly boat along like a little puppy.
Yeah, just in case anything happens.
Take it out
'Cause I
for a
don't
walk.
think everyone can fit on the jolly boat, can they? With Spencer?
Spencer can swim.
Yeah, and I can swim too on the way back, and I think Tariq can too.
Okay,
All right, Crash. So I'm
let's
gonna
do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna cast water walk.
Okay. Can you go ahead and post it up in the chat real quick so everybody knows what they're working with?
Is it not?
Also, I could just pop it up real quick. All right, so water walk. This spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless,
Wow.
solid ground. Creatures crossing molten lava, of course, will still take damage from the heat. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration. If you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round. Okay. So the only downside here is if you did need to go underwater for something,
I'd have to.
you'd
turn it off.
float back to the surface. Yeah. And
Oh,
there's-
that's a
yeah.
good point.
There's
so actually,
there's no concentration here, so this just lasts for an hour.
Oh, okay.
You have no
Oh,
control
right.
over the duration.
I can't turn it off
Correct.
if it's not concentration. Okay.
Toothless has a second thought and says, "Feel free to cast it on others, but not me."
Then I'll hold off. I'll hold off on it then.
Okay.
It's still one action, so if we need to rise to the surface for some reason, quickly, we can use that, and then we can run away on the water. Because we wouldn't be.
I like that.
I think we got those rings of swimming, so we're pretty much
Yeah.
good for water now.
Does everyone have a swim speed now? I do.
I do.
I think
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
except Pharaohs.
Maybe Pharaohs?
Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay. Well, you can sit in the boat then.
You can, captain the jolly boat if you're willing.
Sure.
I guess most of us are going in the boat now then. Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
like pass without trace too. And then when we get
Yeah,
close, we
so-
can locate objects. It's like
It's
1,000-yard range or something.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. How close are we to the ship now?
I guess it depends on how close you want to get. I mean, you could park your boat right next to that boat if you wanted to get that close.
I think it's a bad idea.
Nah, we'll get
yeah.
we'll get in the jolly boat and go.
Not too close, not too far, just right.
Okay. So we'll say maybe about 100 yards away, like about 300 feet or so. You want to get further away?
300
How far
feet.
do the little are they ballistas? How far do those things shoot?
And let's see. Just going to gun down their boat. Let's see.
Maybe
They have
On
120
site.
short range, 480 long range.
Okay.
Ooh, I say we 300 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
That keeps us in range of the guns.
Okay. Let me grab some peeps. Bring them on over. Is she? All right. There we go.
Should we give a command to the crew if they see the other ship to like fire on sight type of thing?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably not bad. Yeah.
Or
Do you want them to fire on the other ship that's working for Prime Order when the opportunity's right, or
no,
or the Bone Maiden?
The Bone Maiden.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. All right. Let me make sure this map is set up correctly. Yes, that should be good. And just stuff you guys all in this little boat. All right, Thogrum, you can have Buddy in your lap. That works pretty
Sounds
good. There we go. And let's see. Just had a. Let's see. Let's check the calendar real quick. Last thing I want to check before we get started. Make sure we don't have any funky weather or anything that you guys might need to deal with.
I also want to talk to Aurora about possibility of casting a large fog cloud. If they know they're outgunned by this other ship, they should cast a fog cloud to protect themselves. Maybe get some distance and then swing back around for us. I don't know.
That's a cool idea.
Like a big fog cloud. No, you can upcast it.
The professional ship wizard that you pay a lot of money. She listens to the dragonborn thug as he gives her advice on how to do her fucking job. And she's such a professional that she doesn't make any sort of facial reaction, whatever. And she just nods sagely as you teach her the ways of magic. But Toothless, with your observant feat and your very high passive insight, you realize that Skull has torpedoed whatever friendship he's been building
Oh no.
with the ship wizard. So,
I whisper that to Buddy.
okay. All right. So we said that this trip by ship, it took you, 3 days, 5 days, 3
I had, like,
days,
3 days in my mind, but I don't
3
know.
days. Yeah. All right. So that would put you at steady rainfall. Oh, that's exciting. So it is raining. There is a breeze. It's not too bad, like 20 miles an hour to the southeast. The sky is gray and highly overcast. So that's a lot to work with there. So let me grab you some rain background music, kind of set the mood here.
So we're boarding a ghost ship at night in the rain. This is gonna be great, guys.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, this is very tactical.
Time is of the essence.
I agree.
All right, so we'll get some rain. We'll get some wave music. Yeah, we'll really spice this up. Hold on.
So, Tari, you get +2 to targets in the water, I think.
There's a lake right outside. I'll be right back.
All right, if you don't ever hear from me, guys, something bad happened, I think.
Oh, all right. Let's see. 3 robots. All right, so we got rain, we got ocean, and we got semi-spooky music. Not too spooky, because we've been doing spooky for a while. And this is obviously, just looking at it, not a spooky ship, so I don't want it to be too spooky. All right, all that being said, you are now, outside of a full moon, cloudy and overcast, raining, so it's going to be very dark. Very, very dark. So, if you can see the entire map, please reload your browser. If you can not see anything, please reload your browser. And if you reload your browser and you still can't see anything, I will try to fix it for you.
I can see myself.
I can see myself. Yeah, that's.
Same.
Weird. Okay.
But I can't see Buddy. Has Buddy blinded me? I don't know what's going on.
There's no fog of war enabled on this map, so why can't you guys see?
Oh yeah.
It's better.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Because some of you don't have. A lot of you don't have dark vision. So.
Oh, I immediately cast dark vision on myself.
Okay.
I do have dark vision.
Does anyone else need a little dark vision? Or are you?
Yeah, I would like dark vision. I would like, if you don't mind.
I'll cast it on Pharaohs as well.
Okay.
Oh, this is a crowded boat.
Yeah, little jolly boat. Skull, can you see, or is it too dark?
Nah, it's yeah. I don't have dark vision. I'm good. I can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, between the rain and everything else, I would say it's pretty flippin' dim. Let me give you just a little bit of light source so that you can kind of see around your current location to kind of represent that even if you don't have dark vision, you can kind of see what's going on. That might work.
So
Crash, it doesn't seem to be
Okay.
accepting my dark vision input over here.
Let's see. That was Tari that said that?
Yes,
I mean, you always have dark vision.
correct. But it's my character light source is saying normal vision, and when I try to set it to dark vision, it keeps going back to normal vision.
When I go into your mini, your dark vision's working. It's just super dark.
Okay.
Remember, dark vision is only dim light.
Yeah.
So let me show you a screenshot of what I see, and then you can tell me if it compares to what you're seeing, or if you're just seeing all black. Hold on.
It also could be like the glare on the screen.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. We can
Okay.
proceed. Yep, that's basically what I see.
All right. I mean, you guys are encouraged to light up some brighter light sources if you'd like. Just keep in mind that regular torches are probably going to struggle in this in the rain. All right. So, what is the plan here? Where are we heading?
I'm gonna ask everyone real quick if they think it's worth casting locate object now, and then that way we can kind of aim for a direction.
Sure.
Let's,
I mean, that works.
Yeah, let's give her a go. I hear you guys say.
All right.
Or, sorry.
So should I focus on the statue or the chest?
I feel like there's more likely to be more than one chest and less likely to be more than one statue, so I would vote for the statue. They might be together. But that's...
Does that help with the vision a little bit?
Yeah.
Or no?
that
Okay.
helps. Yeah. Thank you.
We'll just have that thing travel with you.
Okay. Crash, can I cast locate object on
Sure. Which object are you hoping to find?
the statue?
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have a better idea of the statue because Luck with the Draw provided you pretty much a photorealistic drawing of it.
Totally.
Yeah. Let's see. It finds things within 1,000 feet. Describe the name of the object that's familiar to you. Sense the direction. So it is to the west and up from your current location. So you guys are, if we're treating the ocean itself as ground zero, it is up and to the west of you. You figure that it must be on the top deck of the ship.
Okay. Is it close? Is it near or far?
Let's
let you sense the
see.
direction of the object. As long as
Yeah.
the object is in motion, you can feel different. The spell can locate us.
It is
I guess-
about 170 feet west of your current location.
Okay, so then I'm gonna just point that out, and then go from there.
And
Everybody know.
Well, that's super helpful. I'm wondering, like, since we have Pass Without Trace on us, right, Illyria? Or no, not yet.
I didn't suggest to take Pass Without Trace. I said I would take Locate Object if nobody else had it.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Should I have taken that? Yeah,
No,
I
think
didn't.
we're good. I think we can stealth up.
And I'll whisper, does anyone want to be invisible?
So, up on the prow, I should know all the parts of the ship by now. The nose, prow, that's what it is, of the ship. You guys see that there is, instead of a normal figurehead, the skeleton of a giant.
Jesus.
And it is probably not a replica. It is looking pretty damn authentic. It is held together with what looks like steel wires that are done up to look like barbed wire, and it is essentially shackled to the front of the ship to create a very imposing, very frightening figurehead.
So, man, I feel like two options would be, like someone tries to stealth up to the top of the ship, like affix a rope, and then like we all like come on board.
Yeah, do it.
So
Or
how heavy is the statue? How large do we approximate the statue being? It's like a statuette or like a full? Like,
it's a humanoid bust.
Oh, I could teleport there and back with it. If you bound it within 300 feet at least.
Well, we don't know what it is, so I mean, we
Yeah.
gotta get on there and look.
I'm a little
Yeah,
concerned there might be something guarding it, and then you'd be fucked all in there by yourself.
Something else to note about the ship is that it leans precariously, perhaps even ominously, to its left. So everything on it is slanted. North on the map. So everything on it is uneven and probably slippery terrain at this point, because the wood, from what you can see in the extremely limited amount of light, it seems badly mildewed.
So maybe let's go around to the right and do the whole sneak up and affix a rope, and we'll all climb up on.
Now, given that it's listing so badly, it would be a much shorter climb to climb from the northern side of it.
I like
But
that
we might
idea.
well capsize us.
You did on your journey over here receive instructions that the ship is badly listing. Any sort of boom magic, any sort of shatter, thunder waves, things like that, could very well sink this thing. Thogrum, background shipwright,
Yeah.
you're not sure how the ship is still afloat.
I have
That's how bad it is.
another question.
Yeah.
If we get up close to the ship, can I use my background ability? I'll patch it to like instantly make it better, or
Maybe we want to save that for our own ship, just in case something happens.
Thogrum, I think with that question, I'm just gonna quit Dungeons and Dragons. So we're done here. It's been a good year, and I hope everybody enjoys the 2020. I will never talk to you again. That's that.
Before that happens, Crash.
Yeah.
One, safety in numbers. So I think we should all join the ship. Two,
Sure.
would it be worthwhile to kind of circumnavigate the ship and see if there are any holes that we could enter in through, like in the
Sure.
hull?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
that's a good idea.
Sure.
Since apparently I can't use my ability.
I'm sorry.
I would love for you to go onto that ship and try to use the ability and patch it. I would but I'm going to need you on the ship to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
I'll save it.
Sorry that you can't magically heal a ship with 2 years worth of damage from 50 feet away in the dark and the rain. I know I'm not respecting your player agency there. So, Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay, so you tell me which where you want the ship to go. I will move it.
Let's go to the side that's kind of higher, I guess. If that people like that idea.
I agree.
So this away.
Is it over here? Oh, I forget.
This it would
Oh,
be
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the ship is badly rotten. Badly rotted. And there are places where planks have sort of rotted and fallen away. You could certainly try to climb up to them and kind of shimmy inside.
Could be dangerous.
So Crash, where is at this point in time, where is the object from my location now?
Right there.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of refer everyone to that location. I think it's on the back of the boat at the very top.
Well, I guess I would recommend going to the back of the boat. That seems logical.
And we need to be super careful. This lass looks like she could sink at any moment.
I mean, so.
Does it? So I got a question. Another question, Crash. Does it seem unnaturally still floating? Like when I look at the ship and like my expert opinion, does it seem like
you feel like structurally it should not still be afloat? So there's more than likely something else keeping it afloat.
Ghost.
Definitely not a Kraken.
Or the Kraken, yeah.
From what I could see, am I specialized pinging anything on this ship, or?
Oh, as far as magic goes,
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good question. That can see through how much wood can that see through?
I don't know how much wood it can see through.
I mean, it's something you can literally do all the time. I mean, hold on.
Yeah, no,
Let me look it up. All right, hold on. Detect magic. Something that you could literally do all the time. But let's look it up. All right. When you detect magic, you can detect magical auras. It is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So yeah, you could definitely see through it if you were within 60 feet. So let's see where you're at. Yeah, there is a big ping right over here for magic.
Is that within the boat, like on the?
Oh,
first
it's
deck?
definitely inside the cabin. It seems to be inside the top deck, poop deck cabin. What's commonly the captain's quarters.
I have an innovative idea. What if we try and sneak into the cabin? I don't know. Can we do we think is there any way to get on it on either like this side, like into the cabin, either on the higher side here or in the kind of?
I mean, there's no like convenient ladders that are hanging off the boat or anything like that. But you could certainly, use grapples and ropes to, climb onto it. Or you guys are level 6 now. You have magic. You could probably find a way onto the boat. Keep in mind, by design, the ships in high fantasy D&D land try not to make it super easy to get onto the boats so that they don't get murdered in their sleep by Sahaugen and other nasties that live in the water. So there's not a lot of like convenient handholds or built-in grips or ladders hanging off the side. Yeah.
But we could go over to the lower
Skull's gonna
side.
shake himself awake and slap the sides of his head. Let's get this over with. Let's pull up to
So
the side here.
Toothless, you do see occasional movement on the ship.
Where on the ship exactly?
Sometimes you see the movement coming from the holes in the sides of the ship. Sometimes you are pretty sure you see things occasionally popping up and looking at you from the deck of the ship.
What do they look like if he's able to get a good enough?
Go ahead and give me an active perception check, because the passive is sort of just picking up the blurred, shadowy movement. But
Nice.
yeah, it kind of looked like mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Whee!
He passes that along to the crew.
Okay.
Mushrooms.
Crash, I think I saw a post of yours about how you mocking people who asked to use acrobatics for climbing. Is that?
I mean, it's just
As a real life climber, I do allow people that. But I understand if the rules.
no. I
you're
could, yeah.
understanding it.
I no. My experience so far this year, like trying to pay more attention to skills, is that certain skills just don't get used. So like acrobatics, for example, just doesn't really get used. So I'm certainly open to the idea of trying it for athletic-ish things. Simply just because there never really seems to be an opportunity for it. Like the rules describe it as being like for balance,
Right.
and then they're like, and athletics literally does everything else. But I've started letting people substitute like investigation and perception back and forth. So I'm probably gonna, we could just do that for most things. For most things, if it is a straight up like you have to pull yourself up,
Sure.
or
Yeah.
yeah.
I just been like finding like tiny little handholds and balancing
Sure,
on
sure.
them seems like it could be a dex.
Yeah.
So I can try to take the first pass with the rope.
No, I got this. Just get next to it.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
So you're gonna move the boat, the jolly boat closer.
Yeah, let's go right here.
But not to where any of those little weird mushroom things were. If there was spots where they were not.
Wait, did I finish my mushroom book?
I mean, it's been a long.
Do I know what these mushrooms are?
Well, so far, Toothless is the only one that saw them, but he could certainly point them out to you if you want to try to catch a glimpse of them. Give me a perception check, Illyria.
And I'll guide you, Illyria, as well, just since we're talking about it.
This is just seeing if I can see them.
Yes, seeing if you can see them to kind of pick out what they are. So, the main mushroom-like creature that you read about was the myconids, which live in the Underdark, and they are literally mushroom people. They are
people up there.
They are neutral, in so much as they maintain their own set of cultural values of good and evil, blah blah blah, and they have no understanding of like the values of like the Sword Coast as far as good and evil goes. You have no idea why such creatures would be out here in the middle of the ocean. That definitely makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Looking at the ship itself, in addition to the mildew, there is quite a bit of lichen and other types of molds and fungi that are growing on this ship. None of which should be growing here.
Oh boy. Okay.
Now, in the world of Forgotten Realms, slimes, jellies, and oozes are often considered a type of are kind of cousins to fungi, but you don't see any evidence of those at this time.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Hey, Toothless, can you talk to the plants? Is that what you do?
He actually doesn't have that prepared at all.
Fungi aren't plants.
And that's why.
Barris doesn't know that.
Grump.
Barris doesn't know.
And that's why.
They're more closely related to animals.
Oh, he does have speak with animals ready. All right, well, let's see what
I
happens.
think in D&D, because they were like, science, that's dumb. They they did put all of the mushroom guys and all the mushroom creatures in the plants category. So
Oh.
yeah, Jeremy Crawford is on Twitter. Go give him an earful about it, because I'm sure he had something to do with it. He's the same guy that says minotaurs can't be large creatures, so or centaurs for that matter.
Cats
So
can't see in the dark.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, cats can't see them.
yeah, and cats can't see at night. Yeah, so it's a lot of strange calls were made. But yes, IRL, yeah, mushrooms have a lot of plant and animal parts kind of mixed together. They're very fascinating.
All right, Turi or Skull.
Okay. Cool.
One of you should get us up.
All right. All right.
Ah,
I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna drink my potion of climbing.
All right.
Sick.
Do you want to guide him before he leaves?
Sure, I'll guide him if you're
Yeah.
amenable to it, Skull.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him an attaboy as he's climbing up.
All right. I'm gonna try and stealth up the side of the ship with my climb speed.
Okay.
Oh, my attaboy wasn't that good.
All right. Yeah, you very stealthily climb up.
Okay. As soon as I get up there, I do like a quick look around the deck.
Yeah, you see, sort of just laying here, kind of like staring up into the rain, a hideous creature that looks part humanoid and part fungus.
Oh God, I know what that is.
Yeah, no, it's friendly, Skull. There's nothing to worry about. You're totally fine.
You have stealth successfully, but its lack of eyes makes you think that it probably has blind sight.
Yes.
Mm.
All right.
So you do like a Jurassic Park style, like stop moving as you
Yeah.
see it. Okay. As you start to look around the top of the ship, you see that there are a great many of them.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
All right. You also see from your current vantage point that there is a door right there, beautifully spray painted on the deck. These are stairs that lead up to the ship's wheel, where you would sort of steer the ship, and there is a staircase that leads down to the lower decks.
Okay.
There are also holes all over the deck that also lead down to the lower deck, and from down below, you can hear sort of the shuffling sounds of more creatures.
All right.
Crash. Real quick before the 10 minutes is up, can I get one last hit on where the?
I will literally put a big red X on the map.
Okay.
Because between you and Pharaohs, you guys know exactly where it is.
Mm.
Sensing that we might run into a problem with mushrooms, Toothless is going to lean over to Illyria and he'll say, Madam Elf, do you know what mushrooms do not like, what they are adverse to?
It's like fire, right?
Do I know what mushrooms don't like?
A lot of mushrooms and plant
Fire?
type monsters do not like fire. Yes.
Burn them.
We can't do that on the
Oh
ship.
yeah,
that
we
was the
have to be
problem.
careful though.
It's
Ooh.
And
Maybe
Illyria,
slow.
Illyria, you also know that the majority of plant monsters in the world of Toril don't give a shit about poison.
Oh.
Yeah, mushrooms are almost universally, mushroom creatures are almost universally poisonous.
Okay. Skull's gonna. He's gonna quietly, if he can, pick up if there's any kind of pebble or any debris. He's gonna try and chuck it over here, and then as he does so, he's gonna coolly go off the side and use his climb speed to hang on the side of the ship, and he'll go back down and not all the way down. He'll kind of he'll count off how many he sees up there, and then As we were approaching, was there like ships on the main cabin area? I mean, were there windows?
Oh yeah. There are windows. They are where the glass still exists. It looks like it is scummed up basically by by slime or mildew or some other substance.
So you can't see through the window leading into the captain's area right here.
That's what I'm gonna try and do.
I mean, again, where it's broken, you can kind of see in to the shadowy bits. It looks like it is in very much in ruin and decay. The statue is in there, but yeah, you could essentially shimmy along the side of the boat and climb in the window if you'd like.
It's very hard to see in there. Does it seem like the whole thing is like overgrown?
There are many actual mushrooms growing in there. This map, the only part of the map that's missing is this captain's quarter, which is a little frustrating.
Oh man.
Yeah, but essentially it is the same size as what you see here, except that it is overgrown with mushrooms, and you do see the statue is in there. Amongst all the mushrooms and whatnots. I can put it down here for you.
Oh, what? Okay.
It's not that big. Calm down.
No, I see it.
Be careful with spores. They can eat your brain. They often do that to the younglings.
Okay.
He said it's gonna be fine.
The important thing is I don't see the lockbox, just the statue.
Let me describe it to you a little bit. So the main deck of the Emperor of the Waves, again, slopes down towards its towards the north as it is listing very badly. There are short wooden stumps, and those are all that sort of remain of its masts. So these weird dynamic lighting things that you see, those are the two masts. There are double doors that lead into the captain's forecabin, and let's see, there's a metal grate on the deck over here that accesses the lower decks. There is a rhythmic creak of badly weathered timbers and the occasional snuffling sounds of the fungus creatures, sort of just lazily existing. The cabin itself contains a rough stone bust dominating the cabin. There are strange markings carved all along the floor and the wall and the ceiling near the sculpture. There are humanoid skulls ringing the statue and purposefully placed around the room so as to look directly at the statue.
Ooh, creepy.
That's not creepy.
Yeah. The furniture in the room has been smashed and destroyed. Everything inside has a rotten, fetid sort of mildewy smell.
Okay. Anyone? Well, does anyone have the silence spell?
No, all my spells are unfortunately loud.
This one does not.
I didn't
Okay.
take it.
It's fine. No, I just double checking. Be really cool. Ocean's 11 right now, but gosh.
I could send an illusion in to see what happens if anything happens.
Or perhaps onto the deck while we come up. I don't.
Yeah, shall we tether the...
Oh yeah, Skull, did you still
Fine.
throw the rock? I didn't know if you still threw the piece of wood or whatever you're throwing.
Yeah,
or
I
if you
kind of
just
wanted to
decided
do that. I wanted to do that at the same time. I was going to go back across. On
okay.
side of
Yeah.
it.
So if you had decided to do that, then it would have been a fresh stealth check, because as soon as you took a non-stealth action, right, you would have needed to re-stealth. So I wasn't sure if you opted to do that or not.
it is raining though, right? Like, would it even make noise? You know, like.
So you throw it, and you have enough athletics that we don't need to roll for that, and it kind of dinks over here.
Yeah.
This one looks over there kind of lazily from its position and sits up. This one actually shambles over to investigate it. And this one kind of shambles over to see what that one is doing. And then you kind of hand over hand go over and kind of peek in the shattered window and see what you see in there. Gotcha.
All right. Well, I definitely need to tie a rope off anyway, so everyone else can come up. So I was thinking about breaking the window and going in there, but I'm just gonna tie a rope off. I don't want to be by myself up here. So.
Man, I think it's probably safest to go up, but I have no idea. It's
How tall is like this raised part from the water?
Considering you're on the side that is raised very high out of the water, normally it would only be about 25 feet, but at this point, climbing all the way up to the top here, that would probably be about 35, 40 feet.
From the water. Okay, so that's 50 feet of rope. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to the upper lip here, and I'm gonna securely tie the rope to the side of the ship over here.
Okay.
Sleight of hand,
would I
was it?
know what? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, finish what you're doing.
Okay, as to tie ropes, it's sleight of hand, right?
Yes, sleight of hand to tie ropes.
Okay, so tie rope and then probably use that guidance. Oh well, shit. Well, it's tied very good, guys. Don't worry about it. Then I'll motion for them to start climbing before I leap over the side and attack this dude. Actually, I'm gonna do an Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna go all the way
Pull him
around.
over the edge.
Yeah.
So as you are tying the rope,
go ahead.
Skull, you and Toothless, because you're up on the ship, and Toothless just, Peter Tingle. Anyone else who has a passive perception of 16 or higher, you do hear the sound of babies crying from inside the ship.
Those things again?
Oh, okay. That's not great.
I hear one right now. Okay. So yeah, I tied the rope over here. Crash, can I go over here and try an athletics, pull this guy off the side into the water? Let's start combat. But I wanted them to start climbing the rope first.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if I knew of anything that could, like, what sorts of things make these little creatures happy? Maybe we can appease them. Ugh. Wait, is that like?
What kind of things make myconids happy? If these are myconids, and you're not entirely sure they are, myconids like composting things. We're big fans of composting things. And gosh, what else? Yeah, they're pretty simple people. They like being left alone.
Yeah.
Oh, they like using their spores to turn people into mindless servants.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty simple.
Okay. Have at it.
Before you guys come up, Toothless is going to turn into something that's good at climbing. He's not quite sure what that is yet. Maybe like a spider, probably.
They're also immune to poison.
That is so I don't.
Yeah. So he's gonna kind of get close to the ship crash.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna turn into a spider, and he's gonna try and kind of move up around, ultimately to like kind of this corner of the ship. And then he wants to come out and cast a spell, and he'll tell everyone, just wait a second until you see me at the stern of the ship. Give the message.
You're gonna give a message as a spider?
I'm gonna turn back into myself quickly.
I see. Okay.
Kind of stealthy, like hopefully he'll try and like hide behind like.
Okay. Why don't you just climb the rope and not waste your wild shape?
Because I don't want to come up right next to this guy if my stealth fails.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about that. Like.
The rope goes to here now.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
He tied it. Yeah, he tied it around the shattered remains of the window and stuff.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I'll just do that then.
Okay.
And I'll go up first.
Having heard spores mentioned a number of times, Tari is going to rip off another piece of fabric and tie it around their nose and mouth.
Okay.
And I'll try. Well, I'll probably use my inspiration on this stealth check to get up there.
All right. So climbing a rope shouldn't be a problem. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Skull, you're in position. Are you waiting for others to get into position, or are you just grabbing this dude and throwing him into the water?
Get it.
I wanted to wait till other people started climbing the rope, but if it's one at a time, I'll just grab him now.
Okay.
Let's do this thing.
And if it's athletics, I'm gonna use my inspiration on athletics because it's not great.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So guidance and an 8 gives you a 10. 10 should be enough to climb with a rope. So it's slow going, half your speed, but you do begin climbing the rope. Skull, it is not a stealthy process. You hear Toothless kind of thumping against the side of the boat. It's definitely drawing attention from these creatures that operate with their, blind sight.
Yeah.
I might be the time to do it.
Yeah. If he's looking like he's gonna go over there, I'm gonna grab him now.
Sure. Okay. So go ahead and give me an athletics check, and then we will roll into initiative so that nobody gets passed up for things that they might be trying to do. And let me make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, 22, no problem. All right, so you can start things off by essentially grabbing this thing and tossing it into the ocean.
Yeah.
And then we will roll initiative from there. All right, works for me. And I think...
Man, I can really do without the crying child.
You could totally mute that, Groovy, if it makes you more comfortable.
That's yucky.
I don't know why Ghosts of Saltmarsh are so obsessed with creepy stuff.
Every time Thakram hears the baby cry, like his butthole clenches. Like, so tight.
You look at Buddy.
Alrighty. If everybody's rolled into initiative, let's put it on down. All right. There is some shuffling from inside the ship, and more weird crying sounds from inside the ship. Ditto. Toothless, you're up first. You reach the top of the rope just in time to see Skull grab a dude and chuck him over the side. You see this through sort of a hole in the ceiling here. So essentially, Toothless, you are in the cabin. Skull, you are on top of the cabin. Does that make sense?
Oh, I meant to be on top of the. Can I see out or no?
I mean, you're in the cabin, so there are essentially doors that are here. Or sorry, not there. Here, yeah, is the door, and then the statue is sort of set up almost like an altar, surrounded by mushrooms and skulls, in a room that once was a captain's quarters and now seems to be a garden of fungus or fungi.
Right.
So Skull, I'm going to mark you with this yellow dot so that we know that you are up. So basically, you are above everything.
Got it.
Yep.
I'm gonna move to the door and open it if I can, or if it's not already open.
Okay. The whole room that you are in is going to be difficult terrain because of all the fungi and stuff. As you start to move through it, something in it begins to shift, and you see a lot of the mushrooms kind of rise up into one cohesive creature.
Oh no.
And is somebody straight up like eating like Cheetos into their microphone?
That's you. Boo.
Because it sure
I
sounds like
was
someone's
ripping
eating
a
Cheetos
paper.
into their microphone.
Sorry, I was ripping a piece of paper. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's cool. Well, it's not cool. It's driving me crazy. So yeah, this thing right here rises up out of the mushrooms. It is some kind of
Plant.
some kind of
Activated my trap card.
It's a crash. I thought I had like climbed up to the top. I did not. Maybe it's too late.
Okay. I mean, but we established that you were in the cabin and you said you went to open the doors. So if you didn't want to open the doors, you could try to climb higher up. But I assume that if you were going to the doors, you had sort of accepted your fate? Question mark?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. All right. That being said, you notice it. It has not acted yet. It wasn't like lying in surprise or anything like that. It's one of those things that as you move through, it kind of starts shifting around, and you realize that it is not just a pile of mushrooms. It is a living creature of some kind.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So it is still your turn when you notice the creature. What do you want to do?
I'll still open the door.
Okay. As you do, that basically connects where you are with the deck. So you see that there's this guy right here and this guy over here. There's also stairs that lead deeper down into the ship, and you are within arm's reach of the statue.
Yeah, and sorry for the confusion, by the way. It's just a little chaotic over here. I will cast Spike Growth, I think.
Okay. Let me grab the template for you.
Legitimately, this crying kid thing.
I know.
I thought that was actually like outside my window, like
I mean,
like
who's to
my
say it's
apartment
not, you know what I'm
complex.
saying?
I did. I thought it was like,
Tis the season for the ghosts of babies to haunt bad little boys named Anthony. So.
Yeah, I was like, what
Yeah.
are our kids doing to each other when I first heard that?
All right. So let's drag this out. Anytime, Roll20, you could do this. I believe in you.
Thank you for working to drag it out. I mean, we do get to hear more of the baby crying, so you know, there's that.
Someday it will totally pull out this template. I'm confident it'll happen. In the meantime, there we go. It's a big one. So where are you dropping it? On the top of the ship then? So the whole surface of the deck just kind of turns into spooky stuff? Or spiky stuff?
Yeah, we'll do that, I think.
Okay.
Now, in case anything comes out.
All right.
And that's, let's see, 10.
And that would be your concentration for that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I can mark that.
Sure.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll do that in a second. So that's 10, 20. That's another 10 feet, I think, after the difficult terrain. So he'll go out the door if he can with Buddy.
Okay.
Because that thing looks scary. Hasn't bitten him yet, I guess.
He said you were within arm's reach, though. That's an important point.
Of this, yeah, both, right? Of the statue and that thing.
Oh, yeah. You still have your
and-
bonus action. You could turn into a thing.
Yeah, he might. He's thinking about it. Thanks, Skull, for dealing with my very tired brain. Yeah, let's do giant constrictor snake and see.
I'm just
see
like,
what happens.
this thing, it looks like it has big punchy arms, and you got a very punchable face. So,
Yeah, I appreciate that, Skull.
Giant constrictor snake. Okay, that is a big animal. You got to make sure you don't go in your own spike growth.
Yeah, would it be possible to kind of slink out the door, or do you think it's not going to work too well?
It's going to be pretty hard not to hit your own spike growth at this point.
Giant constrictor snake will take it if he needs to.
Okay. Well, there you are. You should have control over it.
Cool. And I can use the rest of my movement, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So I had 10 feet, so 5, basically up to the top of the stairs, but probably passes through the spike growth for some damage, I think, right?
Okay. Yeah, probably just one space of it, so like just 2d4.
Okay.
And then I believe you get a saving throw against your own spike growth.
getting very weird.
Okay.
But yes.
I don't think there's a save. I think he just takes it.
Oh yeah, that's
Isn't it?
right.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So give yourself 2d4 points of damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw to see if you keep your concentration on the spell.
I didn't think about that, but that did not work. Let me reroll it. I guess do I use toothlesses or the snakes?
You would use the snakes, unless Toothless has proficiency in Constitution, then you would add your Constitution modifier to the snake. I mean, this is the Druid life. It's
Yeah,
most complicated class in 5e.
No, for whatever reason, it like gave me a bunch of errors when I rolled it. So let me just roll a d20 plus
Sure.
1.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So you slither through your own spike growth and start slithering up to the top of the ship. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, Skull, you see him, a giant snake appear, and assume, I think that is Toothless.
I'm gonna attack it.
Skull,
Oh.
you're up.
All right. I'll get on the ship, and I guess I'll glance at this empty box.
Yep, it's an empty box.
All right, then I'm gonna keep. You said the ship is difficult terrain.
Yes, because it is all leaning very heavily to the left.
Okay, I should be able to get there. I will. I'll attack this guy twice, because I now have extra attack. Hallelujah.
Yay!
Nice.
He's a real warrior.
I would say I don't have my shield equipped because I was doing all that climbing, so I'm just gonna attack it two-handed with search.
Okay.
Ooh, sir.
Yeah, 17's gonna hit. 14
Okay.
points of damage.
And it's
Go
ahead.
Yeah. As you hit it, and it is damaged, there is a sudden of spores that come out of the creature.
All right.
Here you go. You take 4 points of poison damage.
Okay. 4 poison. -4. Okay, and then since that attack kick, I'm gonna do a restraining strike with my offhand, and
All right.
gotta beat a 24
With what? An athletics check?
or acrobatics.
Right. Okay. It does not.
Okay, it is grappled and restrained.
All right. Anything else?
And I will attack it again with advantage, one-handed with surge, since I'm holding it with the other hand.
Okay. That is also a hit. As you hit it, spores go everywhere. And the creature has to make a save to stay alive. So that's going to be a DC 13. It does live through the attack.
Okay. So as I'm holding it, it felt like it was like spasming and it was gonna go down and then got back up.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right, that's my movement.
All right.
That's it. I'm done.
Gotcha. All right. That brings us to Thogrum.
I'm going to climb the rope. And try to get to the top of the ship. Question mark? So, athletics.
Yes, athletics to climb the rope. It is DC 10. All right.
Hey.
Don't try too hard. Don't try too hard. So you, you start climbing up. You essentially move half speed as you make your way up the rope. I believe Skull, you tied it at the window to the cabin, right?
Yeah, let's just say yes because I don't think.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't-
Well, right. Okay. So you tie it. So you climb up, and there, as you let's see, your speed is 25, so half speed. Yeah, you would start making your way up. Do you want to dash, dodge, take an action?
If I'll
You're just
just
gonna hanging
dash.
off the side of the ship right now.
Yeah, I'll just dash. If I dash, will it get me on the ship?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna dash to get pretty much on the ship, I guess.
All right. So the question here is: when you reach the windowsill, do you want to go into the cabin, or do you want to try and then climb up to the aft?
If I look in there and no one's in there, what can I?
Or sorry, the stern. So do you want to climb up to the stern, or do you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, can I make the top of the stern? Or to
it would be another athletics check to pull yourself up.
Okay, then I'll try to get to the top.
All right, go for it. Yeah, no problem. So you kind of heave yourself up. You look over, you see ginormous snake. You look over, you see Skull grappling one of the mushroom creatures.
For right now, can I bonus action Shield of Faith?
All right, you're gonna cast bonus action Shield of Faith. Go for it.
So my AC is 22 now. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Thagrum, your turn is over then. That brings us to more of these fungal creatures. Let's see. It's going to slowly make its way over to investigate what is going on. It's only got a speed of 20, so it's going to move, and then it will take a dash. They don't know no better. They walk right into the spike growth. So drop me 2d4 points of damage. All right, takes 2.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And then, not really understanding what's going on, it will keep moving. Take another 2d4 points of damage.
No.
All right. And that will be its turn. Pharaohs, you're up.
We'll climb the rope.
Okay.
I need the, I guess, the athletics check. Yep. Athletics.
Yeah, no problem. You climb the rope. The same question. Do you want to go into the cabin, or do you want to do another athletics check to pull yourself up onto the stern?
So inside of the cabin, there's just like...
Inside of the cavern is this big-ass...
Right, this...
like fungal creature and the statue that you were sent to retrieve.
Is the creature like doing anything or just standing there?
It is just sort of standing there.
I'll pull myself up.
Okay. Give me one more athletics check then.
That's good.
Yeah, no problem. So you pull yourself onto the top.
Like, I guess for the bonus action, I'll just use Branding Smite and just like prepare myself for like next time I have to smack something, and then I'll be my turn.
Okay, works for me. There is some more weird childlike sounds coming from inside the ship. Let's see. Yeah, that kind of works. They just sort of move around, and the crying starts to turn into more of a laughter or a giggling sound. All right. As that kind of brings up this strange, bulky creature that is just sort of chilling there, it is going to start its turn. So it starts looking around for things, because it could have sworn something went past it just a few seconds ago, but it was not really all the way awake and alert. It is going to move out the doors here. And seeing that there is something big just right there, and there's also something small just right here, it is going to, I think it'll go ahead and attack the small thing first. So it raises a sort of claw type appendage and brings it towards you, Skull. There you go. I don't. 21? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, alright, so 21 hits, and it grapples you. So you are grappling this, and it is grappling you. So you guys have a lovely little daisy chain situation going there.
Cute.
It'll try to grab you with its with another claw. And it does, for 8 points of damage. And then it is going to try and you see sort of a very sharp, almost like proboscis type thing. It is going to try and jam that into you. But it misses with that.
Oh, phew. Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit.
Maybe we should have closed
Yeah.
the door.
All right. And I think it will use its climb speed. No, it's pretty happy where it is, I guess. It'll just kind of stay halfway on the deck and half on the stairs with you. All right, fungal zombies. They don't take any damage for starting their turn there. What's going on with that? Is that a riposte or something? If you're saying words, I can't hear them.
I was muted. Shit. Yeah, that was repost. Excuse me.
Okay, so you're reposting against the creature. An 11 does not hit.
Okay.
All right. This one takes no damage for starting its turn in spike growth, but it does take 2d4 as it walks through the spike growth.
And it's difficult terrain, too.
Okay. So 10 feet of movement. All right, it takes 4 damage as it makes its way through. Sorry, it takes 3 damage. As it makes its way through, it, I don't know, sees this big snake. I guess it'll just move into the snake space with it. Because you're a large creature. And it will attack you.
I'm snuggly. Come snuggly.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 13.
That will hit.
All right, so some damage, and that is its turn. Spencer, they're climbing up a rope. It feels like this adventure is not Spencer accessible. I don't know what you want to do.
Spencer will chill on the boat.
Okay.
He'll be the captain of the boat and dodge down here, I guess.
Yay!
Captain Spencer.
All right, sounds good. Tari, you're up.
I will obviously salute Captain Spencer before I grab onto the rope.
All right.
And,
Seeing this, he gives you a happy honk and wishes you on your way.
attempt to climb up the rope.
All right.
I'm assuming you want
Athletics or
Athletics.
acrobatics. That's fine.
Okay.
Oof. All right. Yeah. So, so you trying to prove that acrobatics is awesome for climbing,
Right.
right? You jump from the boat to the rope, and you just kind of like swing into the side of the ship, and you start looking for these handholds. There are handholds, but none nearby that you could reach. So you do kind of just spend your movement sort of hanging there on the rope. You still have an action though, like as you hang from the rope. You didn't like drop the rope, fall into the water, or anything crazy like that. But
Yeah. And I can't use my action to climb because I would use my movement. So
Right.
I will I'm just like at the very bottom of the rope.
Yeah, we'll say you're, right by the water level, essentially.
Is the jolly boat attached in any way to the line or the?
I would assume there was a coil of rope, maybe, left behind that Skull was climbing with, and then he tied it off. So yeah, we would
Okay.
assume that there's a
Alright.
coil of rope in the ship. Yeah.
Can I?
I mean, if you'd like, you can go back to the jolly boat rather
Yeah.
than climb this turn.
I mean, I can't see any baddies up there. I just see like Toothless kind of hanging over the end.
Yeah, he's so big that you can see him, but everything else is sort of blocked by the angle of the ship, because again, everything is tilted off to the side here.
I will.
So it's kind of like you got that action going on with the ship, and then you guys are like over here,
but I can see Thogrum and Skull and
then your little rope.
Toothless.
Yes, you can see Thogrum and Toothless and Pharos because they're up against the edge of the ship.
I'll use Mantle of Inspiration and try to climb again with my
Oh, okay, slick.
movement.
Yeah, there's Thogrum, I guess. Make him a little fatter. There we go.
So everybody gets 8 temp HP.
All right.
I will try that again.
Yeah, you were trying to get a 10 here. So you inspire everybody, you inspire yourself, you grab hold of the rope, you swing back over to the ship, and it is just wet and mildewy, just lichen and like just a sort of a thin layer of mucousy sort of slime is on it.
Yeah, I will let go of the rope and drop back into the boat.
Okay, fair enough. That brings
Get out
us.
of the way. And I'll say, Illyria, do you want to be invisible?
Oh, I don't. No, I don't.
All right. So much for action economy. Better luck than I had.
All right. Anytime you have nothing to
I don't
do,
want to waste. I don't want
Yeah,
to
I'll
waste
take the
it.
dodge action.
take the dodge action. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so this thing is now down in the water, so it is going to sadly move 10 feet at a time because it doesn't have a swim speed. It's just going to flounder about in the water. It can hear via blind sight that there are people having a conversation, so it is going to use a move and a dash to come over to here. But it is down in the water. You guys are all safely over here on Tayboat. And that is its turn. Illyria, you see a hideous fungal beast floundering, dog paddling essentially, towards the jolly boat.
Okay. I will hunter's mark that
Okay.
thingy, and I will take a shot at it.
All right. And Hunter's Mark no longer requires concentration, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, cool. For rangers at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, that is definitely a hit. It is bloodied. And there is a puff of spores that don't affect anybody.
Okay.
All right. The Hunter's Mark damage does not kill it. You can take a second shot if you'd like.
All right. I'll take a second shot.
All right. 13's going to hit. 11 damage.
Plus my
Oh my
handle's
goodness!
mark.
It has to get a it has to get a 21 or higher on this Constitution save, or it is killed. Holy shit!
Oh,
Wow! All right, so 2 incredible shots. You tear free big. Gosh, probably should have read up on the parts of a mushroom. Big flaps, yeah, of its kind of vagina-like head get torn free, but it is still going. Its hungry parrot-like mouth opening wide, and in the dim moonlight that is shining through, along with your dark vision, you see that inside of all that hideousness are human teeth.
Yum. Nice.
All right.
I'm actually going to try and climb up, and I do have a climbing speed now.
Oh, nice. Then you don't need to make a check. Just have a great time climbing that rope.
Right, I will climb the rope and
All right.
plink plink that thing from above if Spencer and Tari can't take
Fair
it out.
enough. Strong turn. Fungal creature over here that is trapped in the skull / whatever the hell this is, daisy chain. Do you impose restrain on it, right? Because there's string
Yes.
strikes, so this will be disadvantaged on its attacks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not very smart. It's just going to pound on you, or try to. So, disadvantage on this attack. 15 does not hit. Alright, that brings us to this one. Also not too smart. It's just going to move through the spikes. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll a move and a dash. So give me 8d4 points of damage, please.
Wow.
That I can do. I'm
Okay.
very motivated to do that for some weird reason. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh!
Very nice. 22 is going to kill it unless this last attack was 2 4. So 8 plus 5, 13. It's going to get a 13 to stay alive. It does.
They're tough.
So, yeah. It shreds itself trying to get through those spike growth. Not smart enough to find another means to get around, but tough enough to have lived through it. All right, top of the round. Yeah, you hear more of that giggling laughter from down below, but you do not see what is making the sound. All right, Toothless.
Snaky wants to bite this thing, I think.
Sure.
So Snaky's going to attempt to do so. Crash, I clicked on the bite for that, and it just here. Let me roll it.
Is the sheet like malfunctioning or?
It is, yeah, but I can.
Let's see.
Let's see. 1d12 plus 6. So 13 to hit.
13 is the hit.
Alright, so 2d6 plus 4. Sorry, that's 2d8 plus 4. Because to continue the constricting fun.
Okay.
It's gonna try and constrict it. So that's 13 damage, and then has a escape. It's grappled. Escape DC 16.
All right, sounds good. Skull, speed 0 because you are grappled by whatever that thing is, which is grappled by Toothless.
Which I'm
You're
grappling
currently
this-
grappling the thing that you're grappling. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna grapple the boat. God, no idea. So this big one's restrained now because of the constriction, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I'll just hold this one and I'll stab at this one with Surge one-handed.
Okay.
1.
All right, you're attacking the little guy?
No, the big guy.
Oh, this big guy. Okay. Yeah, 16's gonna hit. 9 damage.
Let's see. Already that, so yeah, so 1 more extra attack.
That is also a hit. 8 more damage.
Okay. Action Surge. Attack it 2 more times.
Okay, 8 more damage.
Is not bloodied, huh?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, you get 2 attacks when you use an action surge. Now.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I can attack 1 more time, but I could also. It is restrained.
Well, now
Yeah,
that you've committed to the attack action, you either take your extra attack or you don't.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be the same target. It could be a different target if you want. All right, 10 more damage. It is now bloodied.
Okay, and then we are going to bonus action. We're gonna acid breath. Where's that template at? Template.
You just trying to hit these two guys? Is that the plan?
And possibly
Yeah, sure.
this guy.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll work. Okay, I'll just go.
All right. So let's see. Dexterity save. And dexterity saves. Closest one, furthest one. All right. They both fail. The big thing passes.
Okay. It was 6, unless Unless
All
they're
right.
into it.
This one right here might die from that. Let's find out. It does not. And then the one next to you might die from it. Let's find out. It does. You managed to milk the one close to you.
Awesome.
As you kind of burn through the face and shoulder and chest with your breath weapon, it begins to rapidly expand what bits are left of its body and explodes.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
All right, 15 feet would also include Toothless the snake. So go ahead and give me a dexterity save against the poisonous cloud that comes out of the creature when it dies. Nice.
Wow.
All right, so 4 damage to skull, 9 damage to Toothless. The creature right here immune to poison. I'm not going to bother making a save. Alrighty. That brings us... Anything else from Skull? You're still
that's a full
grappled,
turn.
so... Alright.
And just makes the con save, I think, on keeping concentration.
Yep, because a 10 is the bear... Whoa.
Wait, was it 9 or 10?
Yeah, you got a 9, so yeah, you needed a 10 for that, so that would actually wipe out your spike growth.
Okay.
Alright. Thogrum, you're up.
Muted.
Can I see everyone from this vantage point right now? Like.
Yeah, up on the stern, you can definitely see everybody.
Okay, then I'm going to cast the old Thogrum special and Spirit Guardians.
Oh, Spirit Guardians, okay. Alright.
And then I'm gonna run over to this sword ugly thing.
Alright. Yeah, it's definitely big enough that even though you are up on the stern and it is down below, it is still within melee reach.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so zombie slowly shambling its way along, so dragging its clubby feet, trying not to slip and slide down. So that is its turn. Pharos, you're up.
Cool. So I'm going to kind of walk over here and just gonna summon the halberd and just whack at it a couple times.
Okay.
With advantage, I think, right? Because it's restrained.
Yes, since Skull is restraining it, you would. Wait. Since the snake is restraining it, yeah. So yeah, it would be advantage. So 2. Yeah.
Wow.
2 hits.
Wow.
And I think the branding smite goes off. So
You can't. do
Yeah.
that
So you
unless
double the damage dice from that.
bonus action.
so it's
You bonus action attacked it.
Because Glaive Master, yeah.
Well, I'm saying branding smite's a bonus action too, but whatever.
Oh, I thought he used branding smite last turn,
Oh,
and
did he?
then
Right.
it was for his next attack.
Excuse
So,
me.
Yeah. So the branding smite wouldn't double because that would go off on the first attack. But then the other ones, yeah. So let's see, 13 plus whatever you branding smite, so 9 plus 13. plus another 9. Oh. All right. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh my. That's a lot of numbers.
Oh,
I give a
you
thumbs
took
up
him
to
out?
Skull. Oh, God.
Wow.
Was that 35 points of damage right there?
Oh, sorry. The radiant. It was radiant damage, not fire damage. Okay.
Yeah, that constricting is
All right.
pretty good.
So it's still. Sorry, it's still going. It is still going.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I thought the branding smite was fire, but it was radiant. Okay. Anything else from Pharos?
that's all I could do for now. But so.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to the whatever this thing is. It is restrained. It will turn to the thing restraining it and try to take out its frustrations on that. So these 3 attacks are against the snake, and they are all at disadvantage. Oh wait, it's got to make a wisdom saving throw. It fails, takes the full 13 points of damage, and it is dead now.
Oh, cool. Well, that worked out well.
About to bite at you.
All right. That brings us to this thing right here. It will just try to beat up the snake again.
After it rolls.
Oh, right. Let's see. It fails, so it takes 11 points of damage. All right, it is still going. So then, Snake, you were hit for 3 bludgeon, 4 poison.
Okay.
All right, but it is bloodied by the Spirit Guardians. As it takes damage from the Spirit Guardians, it does spray spores all over the snake, so you take another 5 points of damage as well. All right, Spencer. Captain Spencer, you're up.
Capitan Spencer is going to honk at Turi to kill that thing.
All right.
But he will hold an action if it gets close enough to maul it if it is not killed.
All right, fair enough. Tari, you are up.
I'm gonna try to climb up the rope again.
Fair enough.
Again.
There you
Right.
go. Yep. So you use your you climb at your half your speed since you don't have climb speed. So if you want to dash, that should bring you either to the cabin, which is now empty except for the ambient mushrooms, skulls, and the statue, or you could get to that level and then either acrobatics or athletics your way onto the stern itself. Or you could just climb the rope 15 feet, hang off the rope, and then use an action.
Hurt this one's feelings.
Sure, I will do that.
All right. You start climbing the rope, you
I
turn, you
will
look
say
back
melt
down on it.
slug.
Damn. All right, here we go. Wisdom save. It fails terribly, so 2d4 damage. All right, that should be enough to kill it. Let's see if it works. Creature keeps going.
Oh boy. These things.
All right, that brings us to any bonus action, or are you good for now?
I'm good, yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right, it'll move to there. That is its turn. This one in the water will use 10 feet of movement to swim up to here. I would say it probably can't reach you yet, so it is going to try and climb up into the boat with you guys. Spencer, you were holding an action, so go ahead and roll it. 13 is enough. 8 damage. Is 8 damage going to kill it? Let's find out. No. So
Not on
you
my
take a
shift.
bit. Yeah.
Party
You
little bitches.
You smash into it with your shoulder, Spencer. As you do, it explodes spores everywhere. You and Tari each take 4 points of poison damage. And now it has climbed into the boat with you.
Would Tari still take the poison if she's 15?
She's not in the boat.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
She's 15 feet up. So just you and Spencer take the damage because Tari is climbing. All right. That makes more sense. Okay. Then Illyria, you're up.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Spencer. I'm gonna try and kill that thing. I'll take one shot at it.
Sure. Yeah, that is definitely going to hit. Needs a 21.
Oh, and it still has.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Needs a 28. So it needs a nat 20 to survive this.
Come on.
There we go. Nope, you got it.
It's you.
All right. It as you kill it, it sort of just inflates and explodes. Go ahead and have Spencer make a save.
Oh, wow.
As it explodes next to the ship with such incredible force, all of you on the ship, you hear a horrible lurching sound coming from the ship as it explodes right next to it. The entire ship lists even further to the side. I need everybody that's on the ship to make dexterity or strength saving throw. The DC is only a 10, but failure will result in falling prone and some forced movement.
Oh no.
I imagine you want. I mean, I was hanging from a rope.
Yeah, there's a, I mean, it's you just kind of like are leaning against the ship, and I mean, there's nothing to worry about there.
Okay.
But
All right. I'm okay.
oh wow, okay. So, big snake. There is a sudden like lurch as the ship goes even further over. So if we were using this illustration to guide us, it's like Titanic level like tilting at this point. It's really bad. You kind of start slinking into everybody as you come rolling down the ship towards them. It's going to be a distance of 20 feet, so you are kind of dangling off the edge here. As you do that, Illyria, no problem. You use your elven and ranger reflexes, you keep your footing, it's nothing. Pharos, maybe somebody dropped a banana peel on the boat. No one's sure what happened, but you are heading right off the side there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, as you are going past the snake or skull, you can use your reactions if you have them to try and grab him as he's going by. Otherwise, he's going to plunk into the water.
I will try and grab him as a reaction.
Sure. Okay. Do a dexterity or a strength check for me.
Well, the last strength check worked out really well, but let's see if we can redeem ourselves.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, all right. So as you go to grab him in your mouth and then in your coils, he just sort of slips through and is going to sploosh. What?
Could I have tried? You said, what was the check?
Yeah, sure. I said both of you could try, yeah.
What was the check?
It is going to be, well, for the snake, it was a strength and dexterity, since the snake isn't trained in either one, but this would be acrobatics or athletics to see if you could grab a hold of him as he goes by.
Okay.
All right, so you grab hold of Pharos and are kind of holding him with your offhand so that he doesn't fall into the water.
While being crushed by Toothless.
All right, yeah, and everyone's getting smashed by this giant snake at the same time. And then everything seems fine, and then Thagrum starts heading towards the side. Does anybody have any reactions left? Pharos has a reaction left. Pharos, do you want to daisy chain this thing?
Yeah.
All right. Try to grab him as he goes past.
So the strength?
It would be an athletics or an acrobatics check. Yeah, nope. You go to grab for him, and he just down into the water.
Did the other one have a massive explosion like this?
I was looking at where it happened and also the damage that was dealt. That was almost maximum damage off the explosion. Yeah, it was a big blast. Also, it was on the side of the ship that was already kind of pushing the listing. Yeah, so it all just worked out beautifully to jank up the ship. Skull, you keep your footing, and then, of course, there's the big snake tumbling off the side of the ship. Good turn, good turn. All right. Anything else from Illyria? You still have a second shot.
I still have
and
a second
movement,
shot.
and a bonus
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
I'll move my hunter's mark to this one,
Okay.
and I'll take my second shot at that one.
All right.
Should I? Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to hit. 19 damage is going to kill it. 19, so that's going to 24 to survive. It does not. So this one right here explodes. It does not look like there's anybody within 15 feet for it to cause any poison spores to hit. So it is Dunskys. All right. Fungal zombie over here. Just real slow and steady. Just coming to see everybody. Just happy to be here. All right. And then these guys are in here. There we go. All right. Top of the rounds. More giggles, more laughter.
Is it even more since the
actually,
ship is like a ball pit now?
Yeah, somebody's hanging off the side of the ship, so this might be kind of neat. So, Tari, you're hanging off the rope. You hear more of that adorable childlike laughter, and through one of these small holes in the side of the ship, a little mushroom guy kind of pokes out to say hello to you.
No.
It looks like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super cute. So I feel like the monsters just get cuter every day. And as it pops out, it is just giggling and laughing like a human at play, a human child at play. It is just having a great time. And as it pops out, it is going to make 2 attacks against you. Yeah. So it will try to hit you with its spiny filament. Here we go. But it misses. And then it will try and barf some poison on you, which is a ranged attack, so it will be at disadvantage. 14? No, a 10. A 10, because it's disadvantage. All right, and then it will try to duck back inside the hole. You can make a reaction against it if you'd like. If you have a weapon equipped, otherwise I guess you could punch it with your free hand if you wanted to, or you could save your reaction for a rainy day.
I see. It feels like super unbelievable to like shoot off a crossbow at it while I'm
Fair,
desperately
yeah,
onto the
fair,
side
fair,
of
fair, yeah,
the
yeah.
rope, so,
Plus,
yeah.
opportunity attack with a crossbow, I think, is only if you have crossbow
Feet.
mastery feat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's way outside of your skill set at this point. So, okay, it'll just dip back into the shadowy innards of the ship. All right, Toothless, the giant's roly-poly snake, you are up.
How far is Mr. Thogrim down in the water?
So he is splooshed all the way into the water, and he is a heavy boy. So I would say he's probably about 5 feet below the surface. As a big old snake, if you wanted to use your action, you could dip down and retrieve him.
I would like to dip and sink, like, you know, when you dip, I dip, you dip, or whatever that song is. Like hum it to him gently while he's kind of, you know, pulling him up in his paw.
Okay. Thogrim, do you consent to being fished out of the water by a giant snake?
Yeah, Thogrim hates being in the water.
Okay. All right. So he pick you up and put you back down here? Does that work?
I'll kind of look at you, Thogrim, while we're like, you know, but if that's cool for you, that's where I would.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna point and give him like scritches on like the side of his head. It's like,
Sure.
Yeah,
that's
I keep humming the, you know, the dipping while you're doing that.
So half your speed to stand up also, I'm assuming?
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Fair enough.
And I'll kind of get like back in the, you know, I'll move a little closer. Like you're a little bit further from the edge of the ship, just in case like it explodes again. And that'll be good.
All right. Skull, you're up.
Okay, I'll use some of my movement to just heave Pharaohs back onto the side.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll go there and I'll go down. Oh god, no, not the Spirit Guardian. Don't touch it. Okay.
Go back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Thank you.
welcome. Going next. That guy's going next, and he's not in the thing. You know what? I'm just gonna use more movement. Oh, it's half speed on the deck. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the situation we're dealing with how bad it's listing right now. So.
Okay. Well, I guess we need to put weight on the other side then. So I'll start making my way over to
Giant
the other
snake
side.
went-
Yeah, I'll be honest. The
Giant.
giant snake is contributing heavily to the shifting of weight in this structure. Especially now that you've got this big dead mushroom creature and the big old snake, and all of you guys. Thogrum, the density of a dying star. So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So
You
Because
star
Forge
shaming him?
well, I mean, stars are beautiful.
I'll attack this one twice.
Okay.
Beauty at every size.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that the cheesecake we made? Sweet. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Surge. That hits and hits. This is against this one right here, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. With Surge, you haven't killed one of these yet with Surge, right? Or have you?
Not with Surge yet, no.
No. Okay. So as you hit this one, it does not inflate and explode. With poison, Surge lets out a low, satisfied kind of growl almost, and the thing begins to fill with water, and then just ruptures. And if you have not regained charges today, you can regain 1d3 charges from exploding that creature.
Okay. Did I have any charges before?
I don't.
A couple things in the mind, but
Yeah. It can only charge once per day. So
Okay.
assume that you just roll 2d6, and that's how many charges they'll have.
okay.
Or not 2d6. Sorry, 2d3.
3. Okay. Slash R 2d3. Slash R 2d3. No, that's 2d4.
Okay, you'll get it eventually. All right. So anything else from Skull? Oh, you have another attack there. The first attack was enough to kill it.
Okay.
Did you want to step over to this other one, or?
Yeah. I'll do the same thing, and then this next attack will be for that one. 12 for 10.
All right. So 10 points of damage is still going.
Okay. And then bonus action second wind.
Okay.
Nice. That's my turn.
All right, Thogrum, you're up.
I'm gonna 5, 10. Can I move into the stairwell? That's the stairwell. It goes down right here. I'm assuming, right? Yeah. I'm gonna. Can I start to move into it?
Sure. You want to go down to the lower deck?
Kind of. Actually, let me bonus. I'm gonna bonus action. Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And attack this handsome guy right here.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 15.
Now 15 hits. All right, takes 5 points of damage. There's a burst of spores from all around it, which, by the way, I guess no, this one didn't get a chance to burst or anything because it got popped. But this one right here would have drop this for you, Skull. Yeah, so 5 points of damage to this one, and that was your bonus action. What else do you got, Thogrum?
Yes, and this is difficult terrain, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I can just make it to the entrance, I guess.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Brings us to number 16. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Oof, it fails. What's the damage? All right. It dies. Hold on. That's not okay. It's not fire damage. So, yeah. Okay. So on a zombie, it would be fire damage. On these, on a zombie, it's radiant damage. Will prevent the fortitude, but on these guys, it's fire. So, all right. It will try to make the con save to stay alive. It does. So as it takes damage, it kind of gasses the area. So Thogrum and Skull, 3 damage each. Thogrum, you take half, so 1 damage because dwarf.
Yep.
And then it is going to try and punch Skull.
No.
No. All right. And that is its turn.
I will repost it.
Okay. All right. Let's see if it lives through it. No, it dies. As it dies, it explodes. No, wait. Yeah, you killed it with Surge. So yeah, it just sort of and turns to water and spatters everywhere.
Damn.
Sick.
All right, Pharos, you're up.
So, alright. I guess I'll move over here. Is there like space to like go forward between like the giant dead fungi and...
Isn't this one dead?
Oh yeah, that's the one that got ruptured initially. Yeah, my bad.
Right.
So this is the only one that's currently active, is right here.
Alright, cool. Here.
Okay.
Smack it.
God damn, Nick. 20.
3 crits in a row.
All right, let's see. Well, the critical hit finishes it off. It takes the first set of damage and it spores out, causing 5 damage to you. And then when you kill it, it explodes a 15-foot radius. So that is Thogrum, Skull, Pharos, and Toothless the Snake. You all need to make dexterity saves against the... Or sorry, con saves. My bad. I don't know why I said dexterity saves. It says it right there on the screen. Con saves, or 11 poison damage.
Oh.
All right, and if you fail the save, you do become poisoned, which is also worth noting for 10 minutes apparently, which is a long ass time to be poisoned in 5th edition.
Oh, patch.
Do you patch yourself? Is that?
Back click.
Oh, okay. So
I get advantage on this, right? Because I have advantage in saving throws against poison.
Yep.
I get no loss constitution save. Ooh, that's much better.
There you go.
And then I take half of half, so...
Right.
What is that? 3? Or 2?
Round down. So round down, and then have it, and round down. Round down from that.
So round down 10, that's 5. Round down 2.
All right.
Crash, am I still poisoned if I pop out back into Toothless, or forget
Yeah.
about it?
So poison and disease does actually travel between wild shapes, according to Mike Merle's and the thread I was reading on that. Because believe it or not, people really like playing Moon Druids. So I've had a lot of these things come up lately. The life drain thing though doesn't, because hit points are like unique to the form, right? But I guess the poison and disease does. I'm not sure why they made the call. Cats don't have dark vision kind of deal. But yeah, that was the rules call there. So the poison will travel with you back to your normal form.
Okay. If anyone has anti-poison, Toothless would take it.
All right, but I think the little cute laughy babies, they're going to lay low for a little bit. So if you guys are all right with this, I can take you out of combat. Or do you want to stay in? I mean, you have spell effects going. That's why I asked. So.
I mean, I'm gonna go downstairs. So if it's,
Well, you're the one with the spell effect. Do you want to stay in initiative then to keep your spell?
Yeah, I'd rather stay in initiative because I've got 10 minutes of this, so rather than just waste it.
Alrighty, that brings us to, if Pharos is done, that brings us to Spencer down on the boat. Captain Spencer, you're up.
Captain Spencer will hold on to the rope to make sure the boat doesn't get floated off, and he will dodge.
Alright, sounds good. That brings us to Illyria.
I think Tari is before me.
Oh, sorry. That brings us to Tari. I'm deleting minis and it's shifting stuff around on me. So Tari, you were still hanging off the side of the ship. You could try to squeeze in that hole that the crazy mushroom kid came out of and, follow him. That'd be pretty exciting. Or you could finish climbing up to the...
Yeah, I don't know what's happening up top, so that's what I'll do.
Okay. All right, so you could stop here at the cabin, or you could do an additional check and pull yourself up onto the stern. You stop at the cabin or head up to the stern. The cabin has the statue inside of it, as well as an assortment of human skulls and mushrooms.
Yeah, I just look around quizzically, what are we doing now? Does Thogrim look like he's about to jump?
Thogrim looks like he's gonna steam engine his way down the stairs.
So I will go sort of in his direction.
Okay. So you kind of climb up to the top and then start heading back down the stairs towards him. Keeping in mind that, especially now that the ship is basically sideways, all the terrain here is difficult terrain, except for the ranger who has a climb speed, because she's essentially climbing around instead of walking around.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then I would, if I still had 15 feet of rope, I probably would be back a square. But
okay.
Yeah. So Toothless looks like he just became toothless again.
No, he's still Snake, right?
No, I'm still Snake.
Yeah.
Okay. Thogrim looks like he's champing at the bit, so I will give Illyria, Thogrim, and Skull and Toothless temp HP and the ability to move at their
okay.
speed, wherever they want to go.
They give me 3 more hit points.
We go down, we find the chest, we get out.
So if you have...
Yeah, I want to make my way downstairs then, if I can.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll follow.
All right.
And then... sorry, is Vicious Mockery sight, or...?
I don't believe it's sight.
I'm gonna
You should,
shout,
yeah.
do you have ocular herpes? You little turd. And
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
try to mock the one.
Sure.
It's an adult thing.
Let's see. String is also...
Did you see the blisters on its face?
It was fantastic.
Totally within bounds.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, and I was thinking about the part where if the creature could hear you, but not understand you, but it does say that you do have to see it as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
But it's still very, very hurtful. And it switches from giggling to crying as you say these mean words to it.
Oh no, it's gonna come back.
So, all right, let me try to move Thogrum down. I don't want to delete you and paste you again because that will ruin your initiative. So I got to zoom way out, and then drop you down. All right, and Illyria, you've got a climb speed of what now?
I have 40 now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you would have just enough to go down the stairs as well. Gotcha. All right. Anybody else going downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crash, can I get my
Spirit guardians.
yeah that thing.
I would go downstairs, but I think Toothless is gonna try and grab the statue before he goes.
I called out. We find the chest first, then we can grab the statue. Then we're out of here.
Toothless, I don't think I understand you.
You don't understand? Okay. You do you, man.
All right. So,
Check that. If I could, then I would, but I don't know if he can.
you totally could understand all the languages. You just lack the vocal cords to speak in animal form.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go downstairs. That's cool.
Oh, sure. Like, if we're all going down, I was gonna back up Toothless if you wanted to stay.
I mean, if I can fit. I don't know if I can fit.
All right. So this, as a snake, you could slither down the stairs. It just would be squeezing if you end up like half and half. Do you know what I mean? Sort of like the snake you guys fought way back at the beginning, where it was like coming out of the well and going like down the hallways after you and stuff like that. Like it's a serpentine creature, so it would be able to fit. You'd be able to fit down the stairs. It just would be, you know, not as comfortable as being in your full uncoiled, coiled up fighting form self.
Cool. I'll squeeze it.
Okay. Were you also one of the ones that got targeted with that move bonus action?
I was.
Which we're still sorting out. Okay. So your speed as a snake is
30 feet.
okay. So we'll say you can get to the staircase at this point because everything's difficult terrain right now. Does snake have a climb speed though? Let's see. No, it does not. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
All right. Cool. So now it would be Illyria's turn down below decks. Let's talk about down below decks.
Okay.
Down below decks, there is a metal grate which would lead further down into the ship. There's a metal grate in the ceiling which reveals the top deck through the metal slats or whatever. Holes in the ceiling equate to holes in the deck up above. You've got holes in the floor here that show the ship's lower hold further down. There are barrels, crates, and all sorts of cargo just sort of haphazardly stacked and piled around, forming sort of a labyrinth type effect. This weird circle right here is where the mast continues down into the ship. Let's see. To the north of you, there is a door that goes towards the west. And there are two more staircases that go further down into the ship. Looking around, you don't currently see any of these little laughing creatures, but you do hear them. They are definitely nearby.
Can I tell which direction they're coming from?
There is definitely one down the stairs.
Okay.
There is definitely one on the other side of this wall. And there's definitely one further in over here.
Okay, is this supposed to be a wall, like right above me? Because I can't move.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
it's the stairwell basically.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you guys are all sort of stuffed in there on the stairs.
Okay. Let's see. Let's move this way. Which way do you guys think we should go?
I think since the ship is listing to the left, I think it's probably in the lowermost. If the safe is heavy, it's probably on that side.
Okay. Can I peek down?
Yeah, through the slats in the holes in the floor and stuff. Absolutely. The area below is flooded. It's got about, I want to say, 2 or 3 feet of water on the listing side, and there are all sorts of unusual fungal growths down there. Some of them you kind of identify as being indigenous only to the Underdark, which makes, again, no sense for them to be here. You see, looking up through the darkness, just a pair of bright blue cat eyes, sort of staring at you from the darkness. So as you're looking down, they are kind of looking up at you.
Is deep speech, is that Underdark? Something Underdark?
Deep speech is sort of like the Cthulhu speech. It's
Okay.
Yeah. Undercommon would be the
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of things that live in the Underdark do speak deep speech.
Should I see something down there? Should I shoot at it? Guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hunter's
all
mark
right.
it first, though.
Yeah, can I swap my hunter's mark to one pair of eyes?
Sure.
And then can I shoot through the holes?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll have some like, do you have sharpshooter feet yet or
I
no?
don't.
Okay, yeah. So it'll have some cover from that
Okay.
attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be a critical hit. The creature lets out sort of a gurgling sound as the bolt smashes in between those eyes, and it drops. In the moment that it drops, you can see.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Kitty!
But it was very big and humanoid. You realize as it hits the.
Humanoid?
Kitty.
Yeah, it was a humanoid cat that falls into the very sliver of light that was kind of allowing you to kind of see with your dark vision a bit down there as you shoot it. It kind of falls over to that, and just sort of spasms a bit in the kind of flooded, mushroom-infested hold of the ship.
Do you see any other eyes down?
Not without a search action, which, I mean, you're kind of,
Yeah, already in it. Okay.
at your budget, yeah.
Can I do the hey, I'm gonna stop at the top of the stairs thing?
Sure. So you want to move up
Okay.
to the top of the stairs to the next floor? Okay. Sure. All right. At the bottom of the stairs, you see flooded area, and you see another big collection of garbage and barrels and stuff like that.
Okay. I can't hold my second attack, right?
No. Yeah. Once you
okay,
start the attack action, you gotta finish it.
I'll wait until somebody hardier goes before me.
Okay, fair enough. That brings us to the little laughing creature that is chilling up here and the top of the round. All right, little laughing creature. Where are you, little buddy? Let's see. All right. Little laughing creature needs to make a wisdom saving throw against the spirit guardians. It fails. Oh man. So as it starts its turn, it dies.
Oh.
Yeah. So the creature was kind of in the floorboards, as it were, and as it kind of bursts forth to attack, you see the spirit guardians just start hammering it. as it dies, it just begins giggling and laughing hysterically and explodes. Yeah. So here we go.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So very minimal damage there, then. But anybody nearby, I guess it'd be Skull and Thogrim. You guys have to make wisdom saves and constitution saves. All right, no worries, no worries. That brings us to the next one. Same deal. Has to make a wisdom save. Makes that one. So what is the damage on that? All right. It is still alive. It is going to come out and... let's see. Yeah, that works. It kind of squeezes out from underneath the door and rushes over to you two boys on the stairs. It will attack. We'll go with, I don't know. Actually, it has to make 2 attacks, one of which has to be a ranged attack. So we'll be smart this time. It'll move to here as it kind of comes into the room, and it just sees Illyria right away. So it will spit poison at her and miss. And then it will get right up behind her. Yeah, it has enough movement for that. And it will use the spiny filament, which actually has a reach of 10 feet. So it kind of lashes out with that. 17?
Yep.
All right, so 9 points of slashing damage. All right, Toothless, back up top.
So I'm trying to squeeze down the stairs, so I will continue that effort, I think.
Okay. So now that Thogrim and this big snake are further up on the ship, you can hear sort of a groaning and creaking of timbers, and the ship starts to list back in the other direction. All right, I need Uribati, who is on the ship, so everybody except Captain Spencer, to make dexterity or strength saving throws, DC 10.
Okay. Well, why? Man.
Okay. So let's see. Pharos, you are right next to the edge of the ship here, and it kind of tips in that direction. You start falling off the side of the ship. Snake, you are currently head deep in this thing, so I don't think you're going to be able to react to grab him. So Pharos, you're just going to fall down, land in the boat.
Can Spencer move to like bounce?
Oh,
gently?
yeah, sure. Spencer, give me a strength or dexterity check. Unless Spencer is trained in athletics or acrobatics, he could use either of those.
Skills? Is that
Yeah,
what's under? Yeah. He has athletics.
Okay, sure. Make an
5.
athletics check. All right, yeah, you rush underneath Pharos. Pharos, you will take half of the falling damage instead of the full amount.
Oh my. Okay.
What a good boy.
And with sort of a squeaky toy noise and a loud honk, you land on top of Spencer, and then kind of
Oh,
roll.
wait. Was this a check?
Oh no, it was the athletics check. Yeah.
Because he's poisoned.
Oh, Spencer's poisoned.
He-
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he got poisoned.
Okay, so I guess give me
so
another
another-
roll just to see.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
All right, sweet.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
so yeah, no problems. With a honk and a squeak, you land on the whalehound and then roll into the back of the jolly boat. You look up into the rain and the dark clouds, and you think about all the things that have happened in your life that have brought you to this moment. And then Spencer starts to lick your face.
Yeah.
Good dog.
So Toothless, you continue worming down the stairs. Again, you're a serpentine creature. I'm okay with it. So you are going to pop out down here, but so you're over here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So he sees bitey creatures. I'll make some room in case anyone else comes down the stairs, that's for sure.
Okay.
Kind of looks to Illyria, Skull, and Thogrim to see if they're like focused in any direction, I guess.
Lyria looks like she's looking down the stairs. Thogrim looks like he's keeping an eye out for trouble. And he and Skull are just kind of squished together in this passage where you kind of force the two of them up against either side of the stairwell as you slithered past them.
And is this one of those laughing?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, I'm gonna bite that thing.
This one died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'll remove
It's
it,
bloated.
sorry.
Okay.
So
And this one is bloodied.
yeah, I'll try and bite the one. I guess. Yeah.
All right, go for it. Yeah, that is going to hit.
Sorry, I know I'm a little slow. So that's for 2d6 plus 4. So let me just roll 2d6. So 14.
Yeah, with the damage it already took, that creature is dead. As it dies, it lets out explosive giggles. Which would impact, it looks like, you and Illyria.
So that's a whiz and then a con, right?
Yeah. Wisdom against the psychic damage, Constitution against the poison damage.
Alright. Wisdom is 11. Con is 13.
Alright, so you're trying to get a 13 for each of them.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Skull, you're up.
I'm going to move out of Thogrim's side. I'll kind of smack the snake on the flank and say, make sure to stay on this side so the boat doesn't list again. And then I will
Yeah, hiss and smile. Yeah.
I'll drink a potion for my action. Nice. Okay. And some movement. I'm stuck in the wall now. Oh no, here we go. Rest of my movement, I'll go here. And I'll motion if the snake wants to go down, he should go down this hole. And then Thogrim and Illyria can go down that hole, and I'll stay on this side to keep it balanced.
Okay. Outside to... Nope, inside to Thogrim. Thogrim, you're up.
Okay. Are these both doorways right there?
Only this one is a door.
Okay. Is it still difficult terrain?
Definitely. In so much as it's rotten wood, so if you were moving too quickly, you could fall through the floor and get stuck, and all sorts of other terrible stuff could happen to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then can I use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon down?
Yeah, let me grab it from the stairs. Let's see. Yeah, it could reach the top of the stairs, so put it right there for you.
And then I'm gonna just dodge.
Okay.
My action.
All right. Another one of these little baby mushroom things is going to come from around the barrels where it was hiding. It's going to pop its head out. take stock of what is there, and it's gonna spit a glob of poison at Skull. But a 7 doesn't hit. And then let's see. It's got alright speed. I guess it'll finish this movement here, and it will launch one of its little spiny filaments at you. 25, so 12 damage.
Oof.
Alright. And the whole time, just sort of little baby laughs as it does its business. Alright, outside, Captain Spencer. What are you gonna do?
Can Spencer assist Pharaohs to like climb back up the ship when it's his turn to get up the ship?
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely
like let
use your
him
action to
stand
give
on
him
him.
advantage. Yeah. That works.
Yeah.
Blubber trampoline.
Yeah.
Okay. Kari, you're up.
I am going to it's everything's
Yeah, everything on the ship
difficult?
is difficult terrain. Yep.
okay, I think that was my 15 feet, so I guess I will dash downstairs to see
Okay.
where everybody else is.
Yep. So you are down here, and it is very dark down there.
Yeah. And is that all my movement?
No. It would. You'd still have like 20 feet of movement left.
Okay. Well, I'll move like out of the stairwell kind of area, but I don't want to get. Am I squeezing Toothless there?
No, he is 2 sizes larger than everybody, so
Okay.
Squeezing's not a problem.
Yeah. All right. I will, because I dashed. So, and everybody looks like they're doing well, HP wise.
I could use some.
Skull is bloodied.
Skull is bloodied.
Mhm.
And I have 20 feet. Can't use an action though. Okay, in that case, Skull, I will.
You could save it, it's fine. Oh, you know what? I didn't use my temp HP. I forgot.
Okay.
So I took my 12 back real quick, and then minus 8, 12, so take 4. So I'm still bloodied, but yeah.
All right, Illyria, you're up.
Well, since nobody else has gone down, am going to form that little water sphere in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
With the little white speck swimming around and toss it right on top of Skull. Bring out Boris. So that way he can blow some little heart bubble kisses at him.
Gotcha. Let's see. This guy right here.
Yeah.
And Illyria, that's your healing spirit, right?
Yes.
So in theory, yeah. This thing would also after
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. Place it wherever you'd like. And anything else from Illyria?
Drop it right on top of Skull, and then I'll move away from the stairway so that way people can just go straight through.
All right, sounds good. Toothless the snake is up.
Snaky. Can the snaky move through Skull Square?
Yep. Again, you're 2 sizes larger, so you can move through medium and smaller creatures. You just, they treat you as difficult terrain. I think you treat them as difficult terrain, but other than that, everything's difficult terrain already anyway. So.
Cool. Thanks for the reminder, Crash. I'll do that. And is this a baddie over here?
It is.
I'm gonna try and move through. Well, maybe I'll start moving through Skull. Illyria, do you mind rolling the healing spirit? If I ever recall how it works. Moving through it works or not?
I think so, yeah. Right? Let me see.
I think it's like if you move through it or start your turn there, but it's been a while. Actually, you know what? I have the spell on my own list, so I can almost look at it.
Good job. Healing spirit. You call for the nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in a space that is 5 foot cube. You can see within range. The spirit looks like a transparent beast or fey, your choice, until the spell ends. Whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. The spirit can't heal constructs or undead. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the spirit up to 30 feet to a space that you can see.
Okay.
I can
Alright.
also roll it.
It was a 4.
I rolled it. I
Oh,
rolled it.
four.
Agree.
Cool, thanks. Sorry, I didn't see it. Alright, I'm gonna try and bite this thing while I'm in Skull Square, I guess.
Okay.
And then move back, probably. So I think it's since it still isn't working, let's see. I'll just do its plus X. So 24.
Yeah, 24 is going to hit.
And then it's 2d6 plus 4, so it's 10.
All right. 10 is going to be enough to kill it. So it explodes.
Can it explode in my mouth so that it doesn't hurt the skull?
If you,
I don't think so.
yeah, I mean, if you want to just take the 3 damage, sure. Yeah, I'll say
Sure.
that you just closed your mouth around it and it sort of cartoon style just like exploded in your mouth.
I'll take it.
All right.
And I'll move, I guess, try not to block too much stuff, back up to there.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to Skull.
Alright, start of my turn, I'll get that healing. Or I guess I'll just take this 5, the first one you dropped. This 5,
Yeah.
and then going down the stairs. Crash?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You're
sorry.
heading down the stairs. Got it. Sorry, there's quite a few. There's a distance between each of the maps for reasons.
I see.
All right, so you're heading down the south staircase.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take the dodge action too.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Alright. Looks like you don't have any dark vision still, so I'm not sure how you've been functioning this whole time. But you are, you head down the stairs.
Oh, that's right. So, I guess I'd have to light a torch then.
Okay.
I use my action to do that instead. Or I guess everything's
Alright,
foobar
sure.
at this point, so.
Alright, so the areas down here that are blue with marker are flooded. The other areas are not. There are bones, mushrooms, and debris everywhere down here. Furthermore, as you come down the stairs, you do see another one of those large creatures from earlier over here. And you see a dead Actually, from your angle, you would see the 1-star alive. Okay. You see more of these humanoid cats. They seem to be very much undead.
Okay. I'll use some more movement to go back up.
Okay. All right. You're gonna head back up. Gotcha.
Yeah, since I'm not taking the dodge action, so. But I will tell everyone that I saw 3 more of those ghost tabaxi and another fungal giant.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, hiss, hiss, hiss.
All right. Anything else from Skull?
Nope, that's it.
All right. And I'll just add everything to initiative while I'm at it. Hold on. So let's see. We'll add this cutie to the initiative. And we'll add this cutie to the initiative. And is there anything else that needs to be added to the initiative? Oh yeah, these cuties. Since we're pulling a Thogrum pulls the whole dungeon, I might as well just queue everybody up. Hold on. I think if I was a cleric, I would want to do that too, just to maximize my spell slots. All right. All right, that should be everybody. All right, let's see. Toothless went, and then Skull went, and then these guys are gonna go. They have a climb speed. Yeah, maybe they'll. Yeah, that's cool. They'll start rushing up the stairs. So, climbing their way along the debris and sideways ship, they need to make a wisdom save as they come into contact with the spirit guardians. So drop me some spirit guardian damage. All right, they are bloodied by the spirit guardians as they come rushing up the stairs and just start beating on Illyria. They seem to be almost ape-like collections of like very slippery looking, very wet fungal like filaments and mold spores. Yeah, and they raise 2 club-like arms and just try to start beating you with them.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thogrum, you're up.
You're still muted.
Can I use my bonus action to move spiritual weapon
Sure.
over to this cutie?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna bop him with that. 15?
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, and it crumples.
Okay, that's not too bad.
All right.
And then-
Anything else from Thogrum? You still have your action and your move.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge again, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna step right in front of Miss Payne
Okay.
in the stairwell, so they have to come up to me.
All right, Pharos. Go ahead and, as a free action, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Since you were the only one that would be able to see this. Well, I guess Spencer could give me one too.
Okay.
I'll use my inspiration die.
Okay.
How do I? It's just an additional D20.
Yeah, you would just have an advantage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Everything's cool. You and Spencer feel very confident about everything that's happening here. The water does seem to get a little bit darker. but you know, it could just be clouds going in front of the moon.
All right.
Oh, Kraken.
So, Theros, what are you gonna do?
How much damage do I think would happen to the ship if I try to like thunderstep onto it? I am out here.
You're right next to it. Last time something exploded next to the ship, it did kind of rock it pretty hard. In the exact spot where you're standing, actually, is pretty much where it happened.
Okay. Is there any way to bring Spencer up with me up on the rope?
Wow. He is a big boy. He weighs several hundred pounds.
Okay. I guess he's stuck. All right. I guess I'll climb the rope again. I'm out here.
Give me athletics check, sir.
He's helping you.
He's helping.
Yeah, you do have advantage to this check because he's gonna nosing you up. All right, so you are successfully climbing the rope. Half speed to climb. All right, so if you'd like, you can do a dash action and reach the either the cabin or the stern.
I'll go into the cabin.
Okay. All right, the statue looks over at you. I mean, it doesn't look because it's a statue, but you kind of feels like it does. And you look back at it.
And I'll pick it up slowly.
All right, item interaction to pick it up. Sounds good. Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Like that's.
You're charismatic.
It is.
Yeah, it's cool. Everything's fine.
I feel good about this.
Yeah.
I feel good about this.
Go Pharaohs.
Okay.
Right, I got the statue. Package has been secured. All right. I'll walk out with it and.
I don't know how much movement you'd have left with everything being difficult terrain and stuff, but you might be capped, I think, at this point. But yeah, you can move. Yeah, move up to the edge though, the window maybe.
All right.
All right, and here you go. Should be able to move this with you.
Okay.
All right, sweet. So down below, you guys start to hear sort of some yowling, as if from very large, medium-sized cats that are really jacked up. So that's exciting. And let's see. Yeah, they also have a climb speed, which is cool. It's almost like they're optimized for this this encounter. Toothless, they will start attacking your beef unless Skull is... No, it looks like Skull moved away from the stairs. So yeah, they will attack your beefy coils from down below. All right. Let's see.
They hope that they're beefy enough. We'll see what happens.
Here's a claw attack.
Hits.
All right, give me a Constitution save.
So I think it's d20 plus 1. So 12.
Okay, you make it. And that will be the creature's turn. So you just assume that you are in melee with said creature.
So do I not take the 12?
Well, you take the damage. You prevented the additional effects that would have happened.
Okay, got it.
Yep. All right. That brings us to, let's see. This critter, it will just hang out here. That's fine. And I think it'll take a readied action. And then this guy right here, same deal. He's going to move up and attack the big, thick snake coils. So there'll be another one coming at you in just a second. Uh, 22 for 9, and another Constitution save.
Sorry, was that me, Crash?
Yeah, that was for you, Toothless.
Yeah, sorry, there was some screaming in the background. 16. All
right, succeed. So further in, Skull and Toothless, you guys see it. Through this hole in the floor, you see the very large mushroomy creature claw its way out and onto the same deck as you guys. Let's see. It is going to start heading over here. Thogrum, go ahead and give me a damage roll. All right, it takes 12 points of damage. And I think it can get to here. So Skull, it will go ahead and try to claw you.
Was this the one I saw down below decks?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It burst up through the ceiling here.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
right,
that is
yep.
going to be a 21, and it'll grapple you, and then it will 22 for 6.
Yep.
And then it will try and sting you.
Here it comes. I'm down.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my god.
All right, give me a Constitution saving throw. Constitution works even if you're unconscious.
The last time I didn't use inspiration on the con saving throw, I got mummy rot, so I'm gonna use it.
Fair enough. And it's good that you did. Yeah, or you would have failed. Okay. So that actually reduces the damage from 25 down to 12. So would you still be downed, or?
Hold on then. Okay. So
it would have been 16 damage instead of 29 damage.
I had 20, not 21. I had 21.
Right. But I'm saying the sting did 29 originally, but since you made the save, it reduces the poison down to 12, so it would have been 16 points of damage total from the sting.
Okay, so I am good then. I have 5 health.
Okay. All right, and now that's got you grappled, I guess it'll just dramatically sort of like lift you up and smash you into things, because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
and
up into the ceiling.
We'll finish you up over there. All right, yeah, smash you into the ceiling, smash you into the floor. Not good for the structural stability of the ship, obviously, but dramatic. Yeah. Outside, Captain Spencer, everything's great. Nothing bad's happening. Just hanging out in your boat.
I'm on a boat.
You're still muted. Spencer is going to dodge.
Okay, not a bad idea.
He's all by himself.
Yeah, Spencer's going to dodge. Sounds good. Tari, back to you. It is pretty crowded in here. But so far, so good. You may be muted. I don't know, Tari.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no worries.
This thing right here. Somehow.
This guy?
That thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is hail.
And
I
think
it's feeling pretty good. It took 12 points of damage, so it has taken some damage, but it's looking fresh.
I am going to try to cast deafness on it.
Okay.
F?
All right.
It has
Constitution save. Let's see. It fails. So you're casting blindness, deafness with the deafness effect. Blind or deafened a foe. One creature you can see within range. Constitution save. It fails. The creature is blind or deafened for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a Constitution save. If it succeeds, it is no longer deafened. Got it. All right.
And then I will shout something about Boris and how beautiful his bubbles are.
Okay.
And everyone, Skull and Toothless. Illyria, how's your temp HP?
It's gone. I'm at 38 out of 52, but
okay. So and Illyria, and then Thogrum, have you?
I am at 6 temp HP.
Okay, well, and Pharaohs, are you down here even?
I'm not.
Okay, so Skull, Toothless, Illyria, and yeah, Thogrim, you can take 8 instead. Woo.
Thank yous.
And you can also move if I think without provoking opportunity attacks. If Skull, if that's of interest to you.
I can't move because I'm grappled,
Oh, okay.
but I appreciate the help.
Does that work, Crash? Am I overlapping too much, or is that fine?
No, I mean, again, as a large creature, you... Oh, I see, because you're moving into the other thing space. Yeah, it's not 2 sizes smaller than you, so you'd have to... yeah, you'd have to stay out of its space. And unless you landed a restraint on it, then we could overlap them.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Tari, as your turn ends, you see climbing up through the floorboards is another one of those cat-like creatures. And you guys have seen cat-like creatures like this, you realize, before. What? What's up? I don't know. What?
I think she's momming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have seen creatures like this before. Luck of the Draw is such a creature. You're pretty sure at one time these were tabaxi.
Oh.
Yeah. As it comes, kind of climbs up out of the floor, it is just going to attack the nearest thing, which I guess is a big snake. All right, big snake. I don't think you got hit, so you're good. Illyria, to you.
Okay, I will move my hunter's mark to the only thing I can see. That thing right there.
Gotcha.
And take a one shot at it real quick.
Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna hit.
Hunter's mark.
Okay.
And then take another shot at it.
Also a hit. All right, very nice, very nice.
And
It is bloodied.
being away from Spencer is making me really nervous.
Mm.
And I will stay there.
Okay. All right. Down below, you hear the sounds of spell casting.
Oh, as a reaction, can I do I like sense a disturbance in the weave as far as how a spell is being cast, or what the level is?
Are we referencing a particular ability here? Or?
Counter spell.
All right. Well, you have to see the caster to counterspell them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the step 1 of the counterspell. And then, yeah, if you could see them casting a spell, totally. You would sense that they're getting ready to cast a spell, and then you'd be able to use counterspell as your reaction. All right. Which is why a very popular strategy of higher level spellcasters is greater invisibility, because once you're invisible, people can't counterspell you. Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's some high level stuff right there. So anyways, this particular creature that is casting a spell, let's see what it does. It's way down here at the bottom, I think. Yeah, cool. Oh, there's a sheet. Okay. What do we got here? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. I dig it. Oh man. for an encounter where they said they didn't want you to use thunder spells. They gave this guy a lot of thunder magic. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, there's a hole. We've established that we're tearing holes in the floor there, huh? Okay. So, using climb speed, this guy is going to kind of look over and up. Tari and Toothless, you would see this individual. He does not appear to be undead. He looked like this.
Interesting.
Ooh, I like his eyes.
He definitely looks extremely malnourished and underfed. He looks up and kind of climbs up, looks around at the scene that is happening here, and is going to cast Entangle. Yeah, so we'll drop an Entangle on.
Where is he climbing up at?
Oh, so like ranger or druid, probably.
I'm thinking over here in this corner where the other one is kind of climbing out of. He'll kind of use the hole in the floor to look up at you guys and drop an Entangle, maybe? I feel like he can't see the center of it, though, so maybe he should hold off on it. So if that's the case... yeah, sure. Okay, that works. He will instead... yeah, sorry. It's weird going between all these different levels that have holes in them and stuff like that. He will instead move over to the stairs. So Tari and Toothless, you see him like through the hole in the floor here, look up at you guys, and then with Tabaxi-like swiftness, he moves over to the bottom of the stairs and launches a ball of flame up the staircase. So he casts Flaming Sphere. So that is what we'll do.
Is that a deck saving throw?
It is. Whoever he basketballs that sweetness into. So he will up the stairs, basketball it to Thogrum. You get a advantage to this, right? Because you're dodging.
If he comes up enough up the stairs, will Spirit Guardians get him to cast that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have him roll a save.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Now this is 4 damage, Spirit Guardians. Two
Okay.
ones.
Alright, he makes the save. So he takes half the damage, and then he drops it on you. So you make your dexterity save against the Flaming Sphere. Alright, so you fail, so you take the full 2d6 from this Flaming Sphere. Here we go. 8, and then you gotta do a Constitution save to maintain...
Is it fire damage?
It is fire damage.
I'm
Yep.
resistant to fire damage, so it's...
Cool. So still drop me a concentration check. Oof. Alright, and that'll be the end of Spirit Guardians.
Uh-oh.
And then 4 damage.
Alright. And I believe Flaming Sphere also lights things ablaze, which could be... yeah, like they gave him all spells that would basically destroy the ship. Which seems like kind of cool writing, I guess, if you wanted the ship to be destroyed. Let's see. It ignites flammable objects. Yep, okay, so let's drop some fire. Hey, Skull, you'll be able to see now.
I free action drop my torch.
Okay, I mean, at that point, might as well. So...
I drop it into the hole this thing crawled out of. Fuck it.
Oh,
no, it's all flooded down there, never mind.
Alright, so we got we'll have some fire starting. There we go. Alright, ship is now on fire. And then he will move away from the stairwell so as not to leave a lingering target.
Did he say anything at all? No?
Yeah. I mean, he had nothing to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have to speak in order to say that spell?
That. Oh, okay, fair enough. So
Oh,
he
that's not what I
spoke
meant.
He spoke.
Well, I want to know
yeah,
like what language he speaks. You know.
he spoketh words of magic. Druidic magic. So yeah, he spoke Druidic. So Snake, Toothless, you heard him say, come on, chameleon fireball spell thingy, and then you summoned, because that's all of Druidic is just 80s song lyrics, just mashed together.
That's how it works.
To get dunked on, dwarf. Ooh.
Pretty much. No, I hear it in your voice, Skull. The disappointment that you have no fucking clue what's going on. And this is what happens when you speedrun dungeons. Like, there's... I don't know what to tell you. There's a dude, he's a cat, he's a druid, he's casting spells. That's the situation. Top of the round, a Toothless, you're up. Toothless, you are in the aura of the flaming sphere. If you end your turn in the aura, you have to worry about its effects. So as long as you don't end in the sphere space or the yellow or the spaces around it, you should be okay.
And this guy went down that stairway?
The two cat zombies that were attacking you are at the bottom of this stairs. The druid was at the bottom of these stairs.
Okay. I don't like that guy. And I think I'm starting my turn technically in Illyria's healing spirit, but if I need to move...
Yeah, no, you're a big boy. You're definitely in it, so
right.
You can do the d6.
Cool.
I
Well,
rolled it for
thanks
you already.
Illyria.
Okay.
All right.
Just want to make sure. I'm gonna squeeze down these stairs. I do not like this guy.
Okay, so you're going to go down the northernmost stairs.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm gonna chase him and I'm gonna bite him. If I can.
Yep, hold on. All right, you end up at the bottom of the stairs. There was a weird-looking fungal-like simian-type creature there. It was readying an action for someone to come down the stairs. It is going to try to donkey punch you. Uh, 21 for 9.
That will hit. So
All
I
right.
have some temp HP, thanks to Illyria. Or, sorry, Tari.
Tariq.
Okay.
Yeah, so that goes down 18. Alright.
And also, doesn't affect you because as a snake you have a swim speed, but you are in water, not completely submerged water, but where you see those blue lines and the lines kind of go up, that shows what side of the ship is full of water. Also, as your tremendous bulk goes over to this side of the ship and kind of heads down, the ship begins to lurch and move again, tilting dangerously over to the side. I need everybody in the ship to make strength saves
Please no.
or dexterity saves as the ship launches that away.
Okay.
Not again.
Oh no.
You've got it this time, Pharos. You've got it.
You're, how could you fail that many times?
You've got it. There you go. All right. This time you're like, you hear the wood creaking and you immediately just grab the windowsill and like clutch it with like white knuckle hands. You're like, this is not happening. All right. Looks like Skull.
He's being grappled though, does he?
Oh yeah, you're being grappled, so you have a speed of 0 anyways. So yeah, you don't need to worry about it. The creature holding you does need to worry about it though. So let's see. Here we go. Yeah, it makes it. So you guys just stay there, hugging each other. It's very romantic. All right. And then I guess I could roll for Tari real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, things are slowly deteriorating. We're like trying to like tag team here.
No
and there.
worries. I've, you know, I'm old man. I got grandkid. I know it's like I've done all that shit before. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see Tari actually.
Oh, okay. Well, she's just in time to see herself get flung into a wall.
Oh, no.
All right. As she flings into the wall, the wood kind of splinters a bit, and you could see that.
Sorry, Crash. I do have a
What's up?
+5 to dex saves.
Yeah, I rolled it for you.
Okay.
I got a
Okay,
3.
yeah.
I tried my
Sorry,
best
yep.
for you. Yep.
Yep.
Can I use my reaction to try and grab her before she slides too far?
If you'd like. I mean, she doesn't take any damage or anything. She just
Oh,
gets
she
force
doesn't?
moved
Oh.
to the wall. Yeah. If you want to hold on to it for all right, Toothless, finish up that turn. Looks like you slithered over and you found this guy hiding behind some barrels.
And are these
Yeah, they are at the base of the stairs. They were beating up a snake that was up top.
okay, and this is that guy?
Yep, and that is that guy. As you approach, he sees like you, and there's sort of this moment where, like druid to druid, he kind of recognizes like, oh, okay. And he gives you like a very weary nod as you approach.
Okay. Does it seem like he's gonna attack or TBD?
Yeah, it's on. I mean, you have a very good insight. This creature before you is completely insane. Like you can smell, or I'm sorry, your snake. You can taste the insanity coming off of him.
All right, I'm gonna try and constrict him, and yeah, I'm gonna try and basically grapple him, but do nothing else right now.
Okay, fair enough.
So like strength, like athletics check, I guess.
Yeah.
So sorry. I'm having to kind of go back and forth. All right, athletics +6. So D20 +6. 14.
14. P good. Let's see. He does not want to be grappled, apparently.
The snake will nod at him as well, and actually maybe bow its head just a little bit to him. And that'll be the snake's turn.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to Fungal Monkey. Let's see. I guess it will just hoot and gibber and rush up from behind, sort of leap onto the snake. Not actually, but you know, for flavor. And it will try and pound you. 2 stumpy fists. All right, 17 and 8.
First one hits, second one
All right.
misses.
Back up top to the mid deck, Skull.
I'm gonna use my action to drink the potion of supreme healing.
All right.
Hold on, dice roller. D4 plus 20.
Woof.
Holy shit.
That's some potion.
Yep. Okay. And then I don't really have anything else to do except that, so that's my turn.
Okay. This fungal ape is dead and burning. Thogrum, you're up. If you end your turn in this flaming sphere, you'll suffer its attacks again, but for now, there's no penalty to movement or anything like that, other than the normal everything's difficult terrain because the ship is falling apart.
I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians again.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action whop the monstrosity here, or this big guy with spiritual weapon.
Sure. Yeah, 25 definitely hits. Damage. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna move I'm gonna make my way down the stairs.
Let's see. Okay, hold on a sec. I'll move you and your tiny dwarf army. All right. Can you see what's going on, Thagrum?
And I'm trying to find it. Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Up top, Pharaohs and Spencer. Go ahead and give me no charge perception checks. All right. Yeah, you guys see that there is something very large in the water.
Spencer.
No, it's not Spencer, you silly goose.
No.
Yeah, so you see something very big swimming up towards the surface. It is, I'd probably say the size of the boat.
Oh no.
Awesome.
Yeah. Can you see it, Pharos?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
It could be friendly. It could just be like a nice like Shamu thing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
In your professional opinion, Captain Spencer and First Mate Pharos, next initiative counts, it will reach the ship.
Oh boy.
Pharos, you're up.
Okay.
Time to shine. You jump down and solo it.
Are these operational? Like, are these loaded?
Oh, these ballistas? They are, like everything else in the ship, they are rotted and ruined.
Oh, okay. Sad face.
Very sad face.
Alright. I need to save Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh man, how do I do that?
It's just a big old black and white chicken nugget down there. Mmm, delicious.
I'll walk out of the... Let's see. Anyone have suggestions? I'm a little, Can we have him grab onto the rope with his, like, teeth and, like, attempt to, like, pull him back up?
That would be hype, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd allow that. He's smarter than your average bear, kind of thing. Oh yeah, so Skull, this is what they're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it looks like
Cool.
like a sunfish maybe, or like
Could be anything.
Is this Spencer's
manta
dad?
ray.
Yeah, that's totally what it is.
I've been waiting for this.
All right, so Pharos, you're gonna move next to the rope and ready in action to pull him up. If he,
Yep.
Okay, works for me. All right, and down below, we've got angry kitties. All right, so angry kitties are just going to attack this big old snake.
I can't see them, but are they in?
They are not. They are not. I wouldn't do you wrong like that. I know this is your signature move.
Do the people on the boat who have like readied actions or whatever, or are perpetually readying actions, see the thing that's coming at us?
I mean, that's the people in the boat's business, you know?
Cool.
But I mean, are you asking if they start firing like shots at it and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, not at this time, no.
Snake becomes toothless.
Generally, I don't think if I'm being honest with you, I don't think the other ship is going to, because the other ship doesn't want to draw its attention. Now, if you guys have instructed your ship to shoot at a Kraken, they'll do it. That'll be that.
No.
So, but we'll see what happens. All right. So, anyways, 15 against Snake.
Yeah, hits.
All right.
Snake goes to toothless.
All right. So Snake goes to Toothless, takes 1 point of damage on the way over, and needs to make a Constitution save as Toothless.
All right, as toothless. Fucking toothless, dude.
All right. This little. Oof. You are paralyzed by the claws of this creature. Let me grab Toothless and bring him all the way downstairs. Hold on. is all the way up here with Buddy right now. There we go. And we'll just stash the snake over here for now.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. Give me a damage from Spirit Guardians for this fungal monkey.
And how long is Toothless potentially paralyzed for, by the way?
You need to make a new save at the end of each round, and once you
Okay.
succeed, you will not be paralyzed anymore.
Cool, thanks.
All right, 15 damage. This thing is bloodied right off the bat. Thagrum, it is just going to pound on you twice. All right, it's a hit for 12. And then a miss on the second one. So go ahead and take the damage and give me another Constitution check to see if you maintain concentration.
So for the crit, I only -3 from the total, not each one, right? Like.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So I take 9. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my my inspiration.
All right, go for it. So roll a Constitution save with advantage.
Jeez.
Oof. All right.
Oh man.
Spirit Guardians gone skis. All right. This little cat right here is going to. Man, I guess it will let out sort of a wildcat cry, and yeah, it'll just move over to attack Toothless from this angle. This is if it hits, an auto crit, so it's just going to bite you. So advantage 21 hits, so it gets to add another 2d8 damage because paralyze is the worst. So a total of 11 damage as it starts just biting you with its very savage-looking fangs. Up top, you've got this fungal creature that is grappling your grappler. First and foremost, it wants to move away from this fire, so it is going to move over to here, and it's going to drag Skull with it, because that's what grappling does. And then it is going to try to squeeze him with those claws. Here we go. First attack. Does not cause extra damage. Second attack. Critical hit. 7 more damage. And then it will try to sting you. 21. So go ahead and give me a Constitution save, Skull. All right. Yeah,
Jeez.
you made the save, so you
Oh
cut
my
the poison in
gosh.
half, and you don't take whatever side effect the poison might have. Spoiler: it permanently blinds you. All right, cool. So, Spencer, out in the boat. It looks like there is a new buddy coming to play. It's making its way up towards you.
But he hears Ferris telling him to come up.
Yeah, Pharos is telling him, "Come on, buddy, bite the rope." Right? Is that what's going on, Pharos?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so he has disadvantage, but then advantage. So 1 roll.
Yep, 1 athletics check. And Pharos is also going to make an athletics check, so that might help as well.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Spencer!
All right.
Oh no, Ferris!
So he goes to bite the rope, and he does, and then Pharos, you go to pull, and it just kind of slips out of his mouth, and he goes to grab it again, and he just tumbles ass over tea kettle, skabloosh, into the water.
No!
But he has movement and swim speed, so, and the creature is still a ways down.
That's true.
Yeah, this isn't its full size. This is its
There's hope.
far off in the distance size.
Yeah, I can't see Spencer's view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
so I
probably
can't
for
see
the
anything up
best that
there.
you can't see. But here, I'll turn it on for you real quick. There you go. I don't know if that makes you feel better or worse about the situation. Okay.
Spencer's in the water. Okay.
All right. He can climb back in the boat if he wants, or swim away. I don't necessarily know what would be safe or not. I mean, he could desperately try to head bash his way through the side of the ship to get inside if he wanted to, but yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 40.
Based on the size of this particular specimen, Pharos, you would say it probably has a melee reach of like 100 feet.
Okay, yeah.
And sorry,
Uh-huh.
What?
no, I'll wait. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sure. All right, so Spencer, you gonna just swim in circles, hop back in the boat? What's the
I guess
plan?
I'll go back in the boat.
All right, you climb back
I
in
don't
the
know.
boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
Was
try
it
again in
grabbing
6
the
seconds.
rope?
No, it was
Was that
essentially
his
part of your
action
movement.
to
No, it
grab
was
the
part of your
rope?
movement. So you kind
Okay,
of
so
flub that,
he's...
and then you move back into the ship or the jolly boat.
All right, he'll dodge
All right,
if he can.
3, you're up.
Crash, can I quickly ask?
Sure.
Yeah, I was distracted. How much damage did Toothless take?
Oh, from that last barrage of
Yeah.
attacks. Let's see. You were
Looks like 7
7 plus 4, so 11 points of damage.
11. Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, Tari, you're up.
And which staircase did I see Toothless go down?
He went down the one right next to you, and
I will head down there.
okay. Alrighty. There is some blockage there. A very handsome dwarf is taking up most of the stairwell, but that hasn't stopped anybody yet, so you just kind of squish in there with them. There is also the bottom of the stairs are blocked by one of these creatures. So yeah, you and Thogrum are kind of stoppered up in the stairwell here. This thing is kind of ooga boogieing.
See Toothless?
Yeah. You can actually see just a little bit of him. He is being mobbed by monsters right now.
Okay. But it looks like I can only see 2 of them. Just a cat
Yeah.
and the other thing.
You can drag without provoking an opportunity attack. You can drag without provoking an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I think the issue is the bottom of the stairwell is blocked by this. Yeah, by this guy. He's.
I am going to flex my bard brain, and I'm going to attempt to command this thing that looks like it might have some kind of mammalian-like ear hole or something.
This kitty cat right here?
No, the thing in front of
Oh, this thing. Okay, sure.
me.
All right. You're going to command it to what? Lay down? Stand aside?
Step back, yeah. I'll say back. Just back.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Commands. All right. You speak one more command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom save throw or follow the command. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, or if it doesn't understand your language, or if you command it to do something directly harmful to it. It definitely does not understand your language.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't have any more. Did that take me 15 feet to get down there?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. I will shout, "Hang in there, Toothless," and I will give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay, very useful for someone that needs to make a saving throw on their next turn.
And I can't like shuffle kind of up.
I mean,
around the thing in front of me. It's like
Yeah,
Just, like, straight up fogging?
yeah, it's trying to interpose itself at the bottom of the stairs there.
Okay.
Let's see. Trying to get give me an acrobatics check. Let's just do that real quick. Since it's there's a little bit of space there. Let's see. This will be against its I'll just roll a dexterity check on its part. Oof. Yeah. So as you kind of try to squeeze past, it's kind of throws like a big club-like arm up against the.
I'll try one of my luck points for that.
Okay.
We need to get out of the way of that. Okay.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, as it throws its arm up, you kind of dip underneath, and you're there. As you do, all these critters turn around, their mouths dripping with blood, their fists dripping with blood from the savage beating that they're giving to Toothless.
Okay.
All right. Meanwhile, up top, Illyria, the one that climbed up through the floor, rushes over to you and tries to use its claws on you.
Okay.
11 does not hit. All right, Illyria, you're up.
Okay, so Toothless went down here this way?
He went down the northern staircase.
Staircase. Okay, I'm gonna move here.
All right, the Tabaxi ghoul watches you hungrily as you kind of shimmy around it.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go.
All right, it slashes out at you with its claws.
Uh-huh.
And misses. All right.
All right, I'll run through Boris.
Okay.
3. Okay. And then... Oh no. I can't find...
Here you go.
Everything just turned... Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go down.
Oh, you weren't going to go down. Okay.
No, I was gonna try and help Skull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. So you move through... there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, Skull and Toothless, both in pretty bad situations.
Yeah, so I'll be on Boris, and I'll take a shot at this guy right here.
Okay.
And he has
that's
Hunter's
gonna
Mark
hit.
on him still.
Mm-hmm. All right.
He's still up.
11 more damage. He's still up.
Okay, I'll take another shot at him.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that first.
That is also a hit. 11 more damage.
Okay. And he's still up? Okay.
All right. The second arrow hits it. It shudders and drops. Skull, you're still held by its two pincers, but they release their grip on you.
I'll be like, you good, Skull? And then I'll start running down. And
Okay.
as I'm running down, I'm going to pull Boris down with me.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
Fair enough.
And if I see Toothless, if he's within 30,
There you go.
then I'll drop him right on top of Toothless.
All right. Fair enough. Stepping from behind the barrels, you see that guy again. And as you appear, he begins, his fur begins to sort of writhe and move. And you see kind of bursting forth from inside of him in what looks like a very painful transformation. He turns into one of those things.
Nice.
At the same time, he beckons for his sphere to come back, and it sort of bounces around and starts rolling down the stairs. As it does, Thogrum, give me a dexterity save. right. So you only take half the damage, and it's fire, so you take half of it again. So you take 1 point of fire damage, and unfortunately, it is 12:30. I got work in the morning. So we will leave off on this crazy cliffhanger where you guys are battling in the belly of this derelict ship that is on fire, sinking, and there is a Kraken 1 turn away from arriving. So that's a fun way to end our year. Yeah. Let's go back to the main page. Sweet. No stress at all. Wow.
Very, very, very easy.
Yeah, I think you guys are doing great. You're definitely going fast through it. That's for sure. There's really nowhere else on the ship to explore because you've hit all 3 decks now. So it's just a matter of grabbing the box wherever it is because you already have the statue and getting the hell out of here. So, whew. All right. I hope everyone enjoys the next 2 weeks. And then we will be back in the new year to finish up this particular part of the adventure. Yeah, if I don't see you online or in chat or whatever, I hope you guys have a good holidays and survive your holidays and Happy New Year's and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say it's been a really great year playing D&D with you guys. So I'm looking forward to more D&D next year. I don't have any other announcements to make, really, except if you want to pretend to be a monster that kidnaps a princess, I am going to be running Princess Heist in January, and there are still spots for that. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. I don't have too much more information about one-shots for January yet, because I have to get Odyssey up and running before I sink too many resources into prepping more one-shots and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I got. So, do we have any announcements while we're all gathered here?
Do we have a game next week?
We do not.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's so close to holidays. Yeah. So.
For sure.
But anybody that is subscribed, just check your PayPal because you're going to get refunded for the week that we don't play. So just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, other than that, we should be good. All right, guys. Again, have a great night. Have a great end of the year, and I'll see you online. If you have any questions for me, of course, just hit me up. And yeah, good night.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Thanks everybody for your patience.
And happy New
No
Year.
worries.
Yep, have a good one.
Sorry, there was some stuff in the background.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I realize I haven't